hit in time for a sip. Booting up online, nothing is fine, cause he's getting bodied all the time. I'm gonna break his jams with a leg drop. Put him in a figure 4 leg lock. Time to go outside, Phil, cause you getting hit with the dark side drill.
276 on the Vest Street, yeah. Well, tell Jen in my next drink, yeah. Air raid, Laura, call me bestie, yeah. Jay, yeah, you broke, hit me next week, yeah. Big flare drip, got the oops on my wrist. Get a couple pulls by the loops on my tip. Skin tight shirt, big whoops on my chest. Big gout, baby, cherry juice on my lips.
Look, I let my Hogan's big pools, broke boy, T-pose, big bombs, tip goals, big wife, pig roach, I'm the king of the snorts. Hello, call me on camera, yeah, you know. Ask around, they all know me. Giving my money to school, bleed. I let my Hogan's big pools, broke boy, T-pose, big bombs, tip goals, big wife, pig roach, I'm the king of the snorts. Hello, call me on camera, yeah, you know. Ask around, they all know me. Giving my money to school, bleed.
I've been so broke, PayPal, so low. I need more goals, more tips, more pulls. People been dropping bombs every day on a regular. Two people been dropping bombs every day on a regular.
Alright guys,
they
let's
call me
get
a
into
goat,
it.
call me a coat, they call me a Lolcows.
Today I think we're just gonna do
show all these trolls my club and I don't need them. My wife, oh no, goddamn baby, I might be forced to leave.
We're just gonna do
down to the stove, keep down low and find me a pandalia. And oh, I see where the member bomb. Got my woman's sweater, better go put it on. And shout
It
out
is a
to
women's
the
sweater,
fans that
bro.
always keep me on. Watching Jenna's OnlyFans with the camera on.
I let my Hogan's big pools, broke boy, T-pose, big bombs, tip goals, big wife, pig roach, I'm the king of the snorts. Hello, call me on camera, yeah, you know.
Much worse. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For those not in the know, Nate Dogg was a content creator that talked about lolcows before showing himself to be a lolcow. Nate was starting to get pretty popular, but it did not last long. His downfall came about thanks to a simple game of Uno. And no, that is not code for something else. Nate, upon losing said Uno game, did not take it well. He lost his mind and started making heinous accusations. Free tip there, Nate. Don't accuse someone else of being a groomer when you yourself have that history. You sound like Cyrax. This incident got people talking, and they started digging. It did not take long to discover Nate had been contacting and role-playing with minors. In my opinion, one of the most damning pieces of evidence was when Nate made it clear they didn't talk about ages on his Discord server, yet made people tell him their age to join. Not long after my first Nate Dogg video dropped, I was contacted by someone who had been talking to Nate for quite a while. An underage someone. At that point though, they seemed reluctant to give details. I was not going to push it. After a time, they felt more comfortable and decided to talk to Rubber Shogun, a stand-up member of our community who has been involved in this since that fateful Uno game. Shogun was nice enough to share the best, or I guess you'd call them worst, chat logs, and forward a few things between Nate and the victim. But before we get into the screenshots and the grossness that is Nate Dogg the Predator, I'd like to thank some people who are polar opposites of him. Good folks, my Patreons. Sludge for the Sludge God, Drift King Jr., Marty McNasty, Dire Angus, Noodle Dog, MacTire, Face Bigfoot, Miss Moody, Snowy Man, Salted Placenta, Crash Boat, Burn, Nuxie Chan, Lucky Gremlin, King Joe, Underdog, and Sith Master 301. Y'all are amazing! If you happen to like what I do and feel like supporting it, the Patreon link is in the description, but of course, it's not necessary. So we're going to go through the screenshots here, and while nothing is too graphic, I will give you a warning before we get to the conversation between Nate and the victim, because it's just plain gross. So let's start with Rubber Shogun talking to the victim. I'm going to do a dramatic reading of these slides, and I'm going to try and do them in different voices. So for Rubber Shogun, I'm going to give him the bit voice. For the victim, I'm going to do an accent. For me, I'm going to sound like me. Man, I hope I don't crash and burn on this. Hello, nice to meet you. Howdy. Before we continue, how old are you? 17. I'm turning 18 in April. And I met Nate when I was 15? Or was it 14? What? And let the red flags commence. Yeah, I can send you a picture of his OC he sent me. Sure. It's not safe for work, but not nudity. And, yeah, that picture's just Nate's Persona's bulge, if you get my meaning. So we are not going to watch that here. I'm not going to make you see that. I don't want to see that. Ain't no one want to see that. Like, what do you mean? Oh, I don't know. It was quite a while ago. I'd have to check. Oh, like, okay, can you rephrase the question? I'm confused. I'm a little bit tense. Like, what did the ERP involve? I know Mafia characters, but what else? My character Katie, and his character Nate having sex? Let me take time to process. Processing sounds like a really good idea, so let's take a minute and look at some cute animals. I hope you feel better now. Alright, let's see what we got next. Oh yes, of course. But can I offer my one kind of thing I noticed in Nick's video? Once again, I'm not trying to defend him at all, just offering more perspective, as I feel like I knew him a lot better than most people did. The person with the rabbit profile picture, I've talked with them before. I distinctly remember them being very flirty with me, and doing the same thing with the spray bottle roleplay.
In this, like, at
If
all.
you're curious about what they're
I'm
talking about, it
sorry.
was role-playing with a spray bottle, spraying each other, or spraying somebody. You know, just watch Nick Nobody's video on
that's
this. He
fucking
goes into it in
stupid.
greater detail and does.
I'm sorry, I don't care. I really don't. I don't even know who that person is. I thought it was gonna be something funny, not something weird. I think I have already responded to pretty much all the good shit yesterday. Man, that was a good stream yesterday. I had more people here than I normally did. I had about, what was it? 8 people? Woo! I'm famous! You know what I want to do? I want to beat Elden Ring, but I can't get past the Elden Beast.
All right, Wings, get back in here. Because I want to have this conversation.
I want to have this conversation. Me.
Yeah, you can't seem to do it privately.
Hate speaker Sargon Novak had super chatted $300.
Yeah,
I
I
cannot
already
watch the
responded
stream
to this.
because I have to host a drag queen store hour at my local children's hospital. I want Richard.
What? Excuse me, sorry. Snort bird now. Okay, let's go and try this again. I want to get this affliction, and I couldn't play properly because my dog
Save
was
the
playing.
pig!
So,
What the heck?
let's go try
A
this
pig
shit
with
again.
a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. The secret piggy.
Taking them apart sure brings us together, sharks.
Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying
Needs combat data to ensure its efficacy. I expect to provide her with more than enough.
to save the pig's life. Help!
I got another $1 tip, and at this point, I'm getting real fed up. I really am. I'm getting really fed up. Because every day, I'm gonna make this abundantly clear, alright? I'm not gonna...
The power grid. Waller allowed you to do this?
No. So I asked Pinky and he said yes. Oh, you might smell nitrogen as the air gets ionized, but it shouldn't do anything too weird to you.
Shoot you down.
just sit here and become like a fucking parent refereeing on my stream. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to put out content and chill and enjoy games with all.
Oh, I think I've
That's what you're
already
here
watched
for.
this too.
Welcome.
God
I
damn
hope you're
it.
here for happiness and fun and good stuff. I'm seriously not gonna sit here and have to referee people being at each other's throats. Right? Oh, this person's doing this and calling me this, and then I got moderated because of this and this and this. And you know what? I don't care anymore. Every day, this is not my job to become a fucking dad to the people in the chat. At some point, you gotta realize if every single day there's a problem, it's probably because you're part of the problem. Or else there wouldn't be a problem every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what else to say any further to this. Obvious there's problems here, right? Like, if people just came in the chat and hate, and didn't do things that they knew were going to be considered annoying, bothersome to others, risque, there would be no problem, alright? Why is it that I'm not having these problems with so many other people, right? I'm just being honest. Why is it I'm just not having these problems? And only 1 or 2 people seem to keep having the same problem, right? I don't get it. Now, if you're in the chat every day and you're saying similar kinds of stuff, and every day you're getting called out for it, and every day people are having problems with you, you should maybe take a hint, right? I mean, what else am I supposed to say here? I can't really even be any nicer than the way that I'm putting it, okay? Listen, I'm someone who 15 years ago used to do risque commentary on YouTube, right?
But there are times when maybe I'm like, man, I'd like to make a racial comment here or there. So, yeah, every once in a while. Yeah, be honest, of course.
Now, over the last 15 years, I've grown and matured and changed personally, and I realized that kind of commentary, number one, is just not funny anymore. It's played out, it's boring, it's so immature to the point where it actually makes me cringe. Sometimes I'm watching back my old pages and I'm like, I can't believe I said that stuff, right? But then again, I mean, this was a long time ago. I was younger, I was very much more, I was in that teen mindset, correct? I was in a teenager mindset.
Yeah, we
where I felt like,
definitely
if
watched
it
this yesterday.
comes out of my mouth, I'll just say whatever, and people wanted that on YouTube. But culture has changed, the world has changed, businesses have changed. That kind of stuff isn't even allowed on YouTube anymore. Do you understand? If I were to just sit here and say incredibly over-the-top risque stuff about sexualized comments and racial comments and gender comments and all this shit, I'd be banned. And so will you. You're not immune to it either. YouTube is a place that has rules. You understand? And you have to follow the rules. You can't just say, because I feel like being unfiltered, I'm immune to all the rules. You're not.
Children being kidnapped and sold into slavery by corrupt cops. It's a joke. It's not going to be real. It's a dark joke. There's nothing wrong with that.
You're not. Everyone has to follow the rules if they want to be here. Me too. So it's either you acknowledge that, you say, okay, I get it, and then you follow them, or you leave. Not come back every day and complain about it. It's one or the other. There's no middle ground here. That's how it is. I hate to say it. This is a situation where it's black and white. either you have to kind of say, all right, I don't agree with it, but I begrudgingly accept it because I want to be here, I want to be part of this community, I want to be on YouTube, and I have to abide by YouTube's rules, or you leave YouTube. I made the active decision to change. When I became an interactive streamer in 2017, I said, if I'm going to be here all day, every day on a stream, and I see all the writing on the wall and everything around me is changing, I've got to change too. I have to, alright? So I changed, and you would think that everyone would have understood that you also have to be in line with those changes. But I guess not. I guess some people think that they're above the rules. You're not.
That's right. This is the United States of Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules, and what I say goes. This is not a place for you to stand on your soapbox and complain about censorship and freedom of speech, because the bottom line is you don't have freedom of speech. This is my land.
Well, I'm not going to allow my entire stream to be derailed by this, so if this topic continues, I'm just going to ignore it. I don't know what else to say. I can't affect it. I can't help it. I can't fix it. Here's the thing, and this is what I've definitely learned over the years. All you can do in life is you can present the rational argument to someone, and you can try to make them understand, okay? That's all you can do. You can't make them understand. You can't. Someone has to have the innate desire to change themselves for the better, right? It doesn't matter how much you try to say this is good for you, this is better for you, until they get that moment of recognition on self-awareness. Oh, yeah, probably this is better for me, right? They're never gonna change. That's why you have people who have disorders, and they always go back to their addiction, because they have to want to change so much that they don't do it. You can't make someone change by yelling. It's never gonna happen. So, I can only talk about this as much, and this person can tip as much as they want. It ain't gonna help the situation. I can't make them change and abide by rules that everyone else is following. I can't do it. I don't know what else to say. So I'm just not gonna waste time on it. I can't. I'm derailing my stream multiple days now talking about this, and it has nothing to do with what we should be talking about on the stream. Okay? So, I'm just gonna leave it at this, alright? To Kirk, or He Hate Me, or whatever name is being called today, if you want to contribute and talk positively about the content that's going on the stream, you're welcome. If you're gonna sit here and you're gonna complain about moderators, you're gonna complain about you can't say what you want to say in the chat, you're gonna complain, you're gonna complain, you're gonna complain, I'm just gonna ignore you. Okay? That's that simple. The difference between, I'm not gonna derail my whole stream talking about it all day long, every day. We've had the conversation now multiple times. I've had enough. I don't want to sit here every day talking about this, right? I think you know the deal. You gotta abide by the rules like everyone else, alright? Just because you're tipping doesn't mean that I'm gonna derail my entire stream around this. I'm not, okay? So again, if you want to talk about the game, be positive, be a part of the community, that's great. You're welcome. But I'm not gonna have you come in here and derail the stream 2 days in a row. It's now two podcasts, right? That's enough.
I'm pretty good at complaining.
Only thing I'm grappling with.
Are you guys coming? Someone died? They all died. Are you fucking shitting me? My whole team just died. But I didn't. Did they seriously all just stand in the poison? They're so dumb, they all stood in the poison. Well, I'm reloading. This is fucking shit. The AI is so stupid. They stood in the poison. You see why I tell you guys? I just don't... I get that people love the game. I don't understand how you could be like, this is the best RPG ever made. It's got so many flaws. How dumb can they be that they stand in the fucking poison and don't move and die repeatedly? Wow.
All I can taste is the saltiness.
I'm not using the mechanics properly. The mechanics suck. The parties can kill giant epic bosses and take on insane amounts of adversaries, but they can't deal with a poisoned room. It's too difficult for the intellect to figure out. Don't stand in the poison, right? Come on, man. Just stop giving the game a pass. This is a case where the
knock
game
it off,
shows
Peter.
its weaknesses, and this is just incredibly stupid, right? It is so dumb.
Come on, you windbag. Up.
We're gonna stand in the fucking poison room and die because we're idiots. Okay, I'm out of the poison. Now, the perception failed, although we're already here, so what does this do? No, I wanted to use the switch. Can I not use the switch because I failed my perception check? You're shitting me. I can't pull the fucking switch in front of me? What? They all died?
That's
they all died
horrible.
anyway because of Shadow Curse. Dude, this is fucking terrible. They all died anyway because of Shadow Curse. And then my perception failed and I can't pull a switch. That's obviously a switch standing in front of me because I have a perception check fail. By the way, how did they die? Because Shadowheart has the club that's supposed to protect her from that anyway. So how did they die? Wait, how are they not dying now? I don't care. This is stupid. It really is. I'm sorry, I don't like this at all. It pisses me off. So a room full of poison is so challenging to get around, right? Like, what the fuck, man?
This doesn't open from here.
The door doesn't open from here, he says. How? How is that possible? Oh my god! Yo, I'm seriously about to just leave and not do this anymore and give up. This is the most annoying part of the game so far. Fuck your stupid turn-based mode. I don't want to roll dice and sit at a table. This is not a tabletop game, you fucking dunces who made it. It's a fucking video game.
Oh, you're getting salt, 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 salt. It's even now, again, my mouth overpowered with salt flavor.
Oh my god, he's doing it again. I need a 30? Wow, this is fun, huh? This is well done gameplay. Super fun for the gamer. I'm 10 minutes in, I've done literally nothing today. I received an incredibly generous tip to start today's stream. Oh, I'm glad. Please, put me back into a good mood after this, okay? After this awful start. I received an incredibly generous $100 tip.
Is it a whale? It is a whale, because it has those whale-like teeth that filter things. It looks like combs. He's got a big old eyeball. Great stream today, right? Had a ton of fun. Thank you for everyone who hung out, chilled, engaged, and supported with this stream. I'm looking forward to diving deeper into this Last Light plot line tomorrow when we resume. Obviously, I was just sitting here all day. Oh, wait, here's some gin.
Hey, guys, could you shut the fuck up and stop being negative to other chatters? I mean it right now. The moment someone comes in, you already start bullying them. How about every time I see someone bully someone, I just ban you permanently? How would you like that? So either if you don't like someone and you feel like bullying them, shut the fuck up and stop and don't do it. Because if I see it, I'm going to instantly ban you. Here I am trying to be a relaxing stream, and I got to watch everyone in the chat start bullying people. Fuck you. Grow up or leave.
Grow up or leave. Okay.
DNA did a super chat saying, is it okay to say I'm incredibly gay? I mean, that's up to you. There's nothing wrong with being gay at all, so you can say whatever you want. I mean, if you want to reveal that to the world and you're okay with that, I mean, it's kind of a personal thing. I don't think we're really talking about people's sexual preference or orientation on the stream. It's not really anyone's business, so, anyway.
All right. Until next time, thank you all. Another chill stream of Pal World. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you'll join me next week. Thank you all. See you next time. Cool. I need that money to pay my WWE Champions bills. My favorite part, mobile games. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.
What just happened?
Yeah, what did just happen?
Joe!
Oh god damn,
Joe!
bro!
Are you telling me that you already
Shut
broke the
fuck
fucking game?
up,
5
dude.
seconds!
My god. 10 seconds into the fucking video and he's already yelling at the top of his fucking lungs, man. Oh my god. Like, somebody needs to get punched. Wait, what happened?
Our boy Jadion.
But the one thing I think that haunts me the most is one of my most popular pranks was whenever I snuck into the Gatorade HQ and I deceived the security guards and lied and said that I was working there.
Excuse me, ladies. Do you know what floor PepsiCo's on? I gotta check in. Okay. We're with the Gatorade commercial team. We just had to go talk to PepsiCo. ID? Yes, ma'am. We gotta go shoot a commercial for them.
So do they know you coming up there?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not in the system, I have to call upstairs.
No, yeah, you're gonna have to call upstairs. This was kind of like last minute. Just tell them we're with the commercial team.
If you guys don't remember, Jadion used to do pranks for quite a long time on YouTube. One of my more liked pranksters. I don't like a lot of them, but Jadion was an exception because he did some that I really enjoyed. But some of them were kind of.
I never really liked
you. You know, he
like
recently
the
stopped
YouTube
as
pranksters.
he really rediscovered his faith and realized that a lot of the stuff that he was doing, according to himself, wasn't okay.
Why can't you follow Christ and make content? I mean, you're over here making millions upon millions of people happy. Isn't that of God? Isn't it a godly thing to put a smile on people's faces and to make them happy? And while bringing happiness to the world is of God, you can also bring happiness to the world through wickedness. You could bring happiness to the world by serving the devil, you know? Not all happiness is from God.
He decided to change his whole direction, turn towards God, and, you know, with some self-reflection, he thinks back on some of the many pranks that people loved, and this is one in question.
And that I was part of the commercial team, and I got the prank done.
Hello, we're here with IMG Academy.
Didn't the lady say you guys couldn't do it?
Yes, ma'am, but I got the authorization, and then she got us.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. How you doing?
You guys know where to go?
Yes, sir. Bro, guys, confidence is key. Hey, what's up, my man? We have some like test flavors. You mind trying some?
Sure, that'd be great.
Oh, appreciate you. This one is EMERP.
Oh my gosh, a lot of flavors.
I know, finally Gatorade stepped up the game. Me personally, this is my personal favorite. IMAP Use.
I like that one too.
Can you say, I love IMAP Use?
Got millions of views off of it. So many people giving me prop.
Corporate, they're trying to get us to use like lingo whenever someone likes the flavor. So can you say, I would definitely hit Ice Spice?
I would definitely hit Ice Spice.
I would too. You fucking did that.
But what a lot of you guys don't know is 3 people lost their jobs because of me. Because I lied and was saying that I worked there, I got 3 security officers fired that had been working there for years. All because I wanted to play a practical joke. All because I wanted to entertain you guys. And that's evil. That truly is evil. And to those people that I got fired,
I wouldn't say it's evil. I wouldn't say it's evil. I think it's very negligent.
Evil is, yeah, there's levels to this shit.
Yes.
And evil is a bit much.
Because when I think of evil, I think of you intentionally going out to harm people. I think there's a certain level of intent that's there. When I think of what he did, it was just very thoughts. What do you want me?
I don't like pranks. I'm not here for it. It's wasting people's time and stuff. And now you're wasting people's livelihood and money. I'm not really here for that. Never been a fan. So yeah, especially with the repercussion of that. After that,
I'm sorry. I truly am.
Okay.
Good. For him to be saying sorry, that's one thing. Doesn't mean that they have to forgive him or whatever, whatnot. It's good that he does other things and pranks. I'm happy for that. But oof, initially, oh my God, I would have been pissed. I really would have been pissed. I'm happy he's just doing something else, man. I'm happy he's able to self-reflect and be like, you know, that's not the best thing I should have done. And at least he recognizes it. You know, we all make some mistakes. Yeah, good for him. Good for him if he's able to see that and self-reflect. Not a lot of people can. Nah, it was nothing. It was just a prank. It was just a... Yeah, your pranks sometimes have consequences.
If your prank costs people their livelihoods and their jobs, it's not just a prank. And that's why it's just a prank. It's such an annoying thing. It's like people get these folks riled up, get them really upset. You know, like I've seen some pranks where the other person literally thinks they're being attacked and they might lose their life. Like, oh, it's just a prank, just a prank. Yeah, when your adrenaline's rushing, when you're having all these kinds of things, like you're putting people in a really terrible emotional state. That's not just a prank. Pranks, something you did on your friends, your family. The pranks that we're seeing on YouTube is like everyone's trying to push the envelope to see how offensive they can be, and how riled up they can get you, and how much you can freak out, and how much they can have you have a panic attack. Like I said, you don't know what people on the other end are going through. So you're just pressing these buttons to see what happens, find out. You just launched a nuclear button. You had a dude blast somebody because he thought he was being assailed by two individuals. And then they wanted to say, you don't have a right to...
Quit thinking about my twinkle.
What's that mean?
Quit thinking about my twinkle.
No.
Quit thinking about my
Get
twinkle.
out of my face and fuck off. Stop.
Quit thinking about my twinkle.
Stop.
However you feel about that case, whether or not it's self-defense, it's a gray zone. And that's what you guys are operating in. You guys are risking your lives and the lives of people around you. What if the cops would have showed up and started blasting that dude? What if that dude missed y'all and hit an innocent person? What if you had the strap on you for self-defense person and you start firing back and other people get hurt? Like, the way you guys are escalating these kinds of situations is unreasonable. The other aspect of this is like, these are young men who are on these platforms. They have all this fame and adulation, right? Doing pranks is one of the quickest ways to shoot up if you go extreme enough. So they're trying to just get by. Honestly, I say this every time. I'm glad I wasn't a YouTuber in my young years. Who knows what I would have done? Who knows how I would have used my influence or whatever it is with women, with money, and all these other things. So these young people are coming to the game and acting like menaces. But I expect that from people in their late teens to early 20s. I expect it. I don't think it makes it okay, but it's understandable. Seeing that growth, I think that's a beautiful thing. And so I'm happy for the brother.
Look at my content. Every video where it was someone getting angry or someone getting in my face, those are my most viewed videos, because when you provoke people and when you get people out of their element, when you get people in a spirit of rage, it gets views. And I would profit off of that. And I was teaching younger kids that were looking up to me, this is how you blow up. This is how you get big, by provoking people, by making people just trying to do their day or work their job, by getting them angry because you're doing what you're not supposed to. And so to everybody that I ever provoked in my videos, to everybody that I embarrassed and humiliated in front of millions of people, I'm truly sorry.
His apology, I think it's good to talk about it with the internet, but at the end of the day, it's to the people who lost their jobs. It's to the people who were affected by the pranks, right? What everyone saw was this amazing prank, but on the back end of it is people losing their jobs. Oh, the security should have been better. Listen, security lapses happen. People don't get fired over them instantaneously. The reason why they got fired for this is because this was highly publicized. Jadion made so much money off of this, as did his company Prime. They profited off the fact that these guys and magnified their mistake. The company had to take action. So yes, absolutely cost them their job. It cost them their job. And in this economy where people are struggling to make ends meet, sometimes that job is the one thing you need to just be able to make rent at the end of the month. And you take that from somebody, you might be pushing people towards homelessness. You don't know what people's living situations like. You don't know if they got kids, if they got bills that are behind. You don't know. The amount of people who are living paycheck to paycheck in America, I don't remember the number was. Do you remember what the number was?
No, but it's a lot.
73% of millennials are living paycheck to paycheck. When you cost somebody's job in that kind of situation, what are you expecting? People, oh, you guys are just being old heads, all this other stuff. How many of these pranks have you seen gone south where someone's had enough? Like the one in the grocery store where the people got arrested for it. No. Y'all think this is just a prank? It's not. It's real life. You're taking people's groceries.
Excuse me? This is my stuff. Say it one more time. This is my stuff. What do you mean? I buy this. No. Hey, wait. What's going on? I scanned it. You're taking that from me? What? 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 Excuse me? Yo, what's up? Wait, what happened? I buy those stuff. No, those groceries, those are mine. You kidding me? You see the water bottle? Hey! Get off! How's it going, man?
man.
Disappear from me, okay? Bro, homie tried to fight me over his paper towels. That's actually comedy. But me personally, like if someone's trying to take my groceries, I'm probably giving the same reaction. I feel like everybody is not gonna let anyone take their groceries. But bro, that was that was hilarious.
Nah, get shot. You need to learn. Nah, bro, get shot. I know you said you don't wish it on. I wish it on them.
No.
I wish it on them.
Do you see me right now? Shutting the fuck.
Sorry,
I ain't said shit.
I
ain't said shit.
He lived.
In the place I said cook him, and you're cooking me.
I'm just saying, it annoys me because we've been saying this dumb shit gonna
I
happen.
love Abba and
We've
Preach.
been saying that. And then it's becoming more popular. And listen, I love Jadion, that's the homie. But like, I think because of how he does his stuff, so many people are trying to emulate. Some people do it poorly.
But that's been happening.
Some people do it poorly.
We also have a Discord that's really popping and a Reddit where we get a lot of our topics. So if you want to submit, go check that out. Also, our Instagram's not too bad. Go check out all our socials, okay?
Hi.
You're traumatizing people and you're publicizing them on the internet without their consent for your own personal gain. It is incredibly unethical. It is incredibly unethical. And you guys think it's funny, but when it's your own family member that's freaking out, is being mocked online and laughed at because somebody stole their groceries or something fucking stupid, you won't probably have that same kind of mindset. Because it's for your entertainment, you think it's all hunky-dory, it's amazing. But when it's your people, when it's you yourself, you don't think it's funny. That's how I feel about this. You know, people ask me too sometimes, like, "Oh, aren't you a comedian? Don't you make jokes?" Yeah.
The setting is completely different between prank and when you do comedy. When you do prank, they do not know what's going on. The context is different. You might think the context is the same because you, at the end of the day, you're gonna say it's a joke or it's a prank, and you're making joke. Therefore, it's the same thing. It is not. When you pay a ticket to go to a show, this is the understanding that I pay
to participate in this experience.
Boom.
Even if when you're posting videos online, you are publicizing yourself to the world. You're putting yourself out there for comments from your comment section, from other creators. That's what you're doing, right? You don't want a review, don't open a business. That's it. I would never go out into the street, film people who are just going about their day and start roasting people or saying a bunch of crazy shit. That's what these people are essentially doing. Much worse, but you guys get the analogy.
It's not the same thing. It's not even close. A prank from outside, from someone that does not know, that's just living their life.
And what we're doing.
Yes. This is not even the same thing.
No, so
the only thing that you understand is it's a joke, but it's not.
But yes, at the end of the day, like I said, I support the fact that people can change, people can grow, people can learn from their ways, and they can do things. And I even think there's ways to do pranks ethically. But you have to be considerate of the people that you're pranking. And the issue with all of these people is that they don't give a fuck. They're trying to make content first, and then they don't think about anything else afterwards. So whether it was Kai going into the store and stealing things from the tip jar, or what my brother Gideon was doing at the time, like, these are not considerate of the people that they're actually pranking. That's not a prank, that's just malicious. You know, when you're pranking your friends, you know them, you know what they can handle. So I would hope that you take that into consideration how you prank them.
And even that works.
Like, if I know my friend can't swim, I'm not just gonna throw him into a pool and then just laugh at him and record it the whole time if he's truly terrified. Because he might not find that funny. And there's gonna be a whole issue afterwards. That's between friends. Y'all play with people's lives and they're strangers. I'll never understand that. So again, I'm hoping this prank genre dies out. There's still a couple people left who are menaces to society, and I hope a lot of them start disappearing more and more over time. But yeah, if you guys want to see what decent pranks look like, just go look at Just for Gangs. I think they do it the best out of everybody I've seen so far. And they ask, they put release forms. They say, would you be part of this? And if they say no, they never publicize it. Do you think any of these guys are doing that?
A lot of my content wasn't quote unquote that bad. I'm gonna just get rid of all of it. It's all gone. I'll never be seen again. Because I love you guys. And to answer the question, why did Gideon delete all his videos? I deleted it because of you. That's why I deleted it. I love you guys that much. Even though I haven't met all of you guys, even though I don't know all of you guys, I love you that much. That's the reason why I deleted all my content.
At any rate, I don't want to say too much on the prank topic. I just, I don't know, I stopped by this video, and it's like, it's cool to see people have fun. Because even me, looking back at some of the stuff I've done in the past, there's some things I'm not proud of that I've had to apologize to people over, and I'm proud of that because I don't want to live with that regret on my heart. It's also a burden off you that's lifted when you're able to make those amends. So I'm happy that maybe your soul feels a little bit lifted from this, and yeah, that's you guys ever have things that you guys need to apologize for because you can't afford to change for, you guys go through that process as well. Apologies are not bad. It is not a bad thing to say sorry. It's not a bad thing to be wrong. It's not a bad thing to be convinced 100% that you have things right and then learn afterwards like, oh, I was really wrong. I hurt people. It's okay. And it's scary to admit that because it means you have to confront yourself and you have to confront the people that you hurt. And they may not forgive you. But I think going through that process helps you sleep better and helps you be a better person in general. So I'm supportive of anybody who does that, and I'm very happy for the brother, whatever path he takes in life. I always support.
You ready for this heat?
Good on you.
No. You better give all three of those people a job.
Can you do that now?
I don't know. I mean, listen, those people might never forgive me. I don't know.
That's
if you made a fool of me online and cost me my job,
that's their right.
I'm gonna be salty.
That's their right.
Yeah, they have every right to be salty.
They have the right to not. Yeah.
So I've already started up Abba Preaching the Floor, which is where most of our funny videos are gonna be.
It should just be called Florida.
Florida, sure.
Because
I need it to be a specific brand. Florida might be too general. It might be much too general. Yeah. Abba Preaching the Floor. Okay, go check it out. I'm gonna be dropping 5 videos on February 1st. So if you're watching this after then, it's already out.
I'm just gonna put some music on and probably play the game here. Let's look up oh wait, it's Snortwave Records, isn't it? Not shortwave. God damn it.
Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass. I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am, I can't say a factual observation. Shut the fuck up.
Meerkat Mom.
Who? Eat it. This kiss my fucking ass, and lick my ball. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing it to me. Oh, this is cringe. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Lick my ball. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. Take your fucking ass and eat it. Eat it. Kiwi Farms. I want to mail you a spoon on a daily fucking basis. Phil's a racist. Phil's a sexist. Phil's this. Phil's that. I am who I am. I am fucking based. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my ball. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing it to me. Oh, this is cringe. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. I am who I am. Eat it. Eat it. And I had a segment where I got incredibly animated and emotional and upset because people on the internet tend to think that because, oh, a lot of people make fun of him and you know, call him a lolcow or whatever, that apparently I don't have the right to state facts.
Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon. I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am, I can't eat shit out of my fucking ass. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my ball. Eat it. Fucking eat it.
Oh, he's doing it to me. Oh, this is cringe. Eat it. Eat it.
I am fucking based. Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. Take your fucking ass and eat it. Eat it. Kiwi Farms. I want to mail you a spoon on a daily fucking basis. Phil's a racist. Phil's a sexist. Phil's this. Phil's that. I am who I am. I am fucking based. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my ball. Eat it. Fucking eat it.
Oh, he's doing it to me. Oh, this is cringe.
Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. I am who I am. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Fucking eat it.
Oh, he's doing it to me. Oh, this is cringe.
Eat it. Eat it.
Would you like some new gear? There's a lieutenant nearby.
The symbol of a reigning queen is where our Ollie makes his green.
And here we go! Found the shrieking beacon! The things we do for our local arms dealer.
Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon.
my coworkers started calling me Sway. I said, why are you calling me that? Because when you stand, you can't stand still. You're always like kind of moving back and forth a little bit. You never just like stand still and relax. Like, you're right. Every night, every day. Sway. Right. Correct. Sway. Back and forth. Back and forth. Sway. Back and forth. Back and forth. Bad pain in my back. Herniation of the disc. A stool for my shower. I'm just a boomer. I'm dazed. I'm confused. Huh? I don't want to be Mr. Views. Every night. Every day. Sway. Right. Chill day. Sway. Back and forth. Back and forth. Sway. Back and forth. Back and forth. Trolls on the strap. In my back. Sway. Sway. Back and forth. Back and forth. Sway. Back and forth. Back and forth. Every night. Every day. Sway. Right.
Squirting everywhere. Oiled up. Sauce all over your ass. Five Guys absolutely has sex. Search sweep in progress. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker. You are fucked. Clip this one, bitches. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. You are fucked. And you are done. I'm coming for you. Coming for you. I'm coming for you. Coming for you. Fair enough. Coming for you. Alright.
You need Jesus. Please talk about boys. I'm looking. Please talk about punk ass people. I'm looking. We come from the bottom. And he cleans us up. And he raises us up. Raises us up. A man can lay with a man. But it's reached a point of, I believe, sexual attraction for Philip.
Enough with the being completely unfair to me and trying to make it out like I'm a villain. Go fuck yourselves. Literally, lick the shit in my asshole. I don't care about any of you. You're all insignificant humans. None of you will ever do anything to survive. Get fucked.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
Bloodshed and bullets.
You are fucked. And you are done. I'm coming for you.
On diarrhea day, dog.
Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
Let the trigger.
You are fucked. And you are done. I'm coming for you. 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 Turn on the oven. Coming for you. Coming for you. Coming for you. Now, why do I need to bring this up? Alright? Because tomorrow's my day off. I got 2 big bills due this week. Everything
Don't give up the groping hunt yet. A good leader puts his team through their paces.
2 big bills. River pill. I got 2 big bills. The electric bill. I got 2 big bills. The internet bill. I'm reliant on chance to pay all my bills. I got 2 big bills. I got 2 big bills. We want people who are actually going to have a good time with shit. I got 2 big bills. I don't want to be Mr. Bills when I top tags. I feel so pain. I can feel bills coming off my face. A timed release of 2 big bills. This is the United States of Phil. Chill. River pill. I got 2 big bills. The electric bill. I got 2 big bills. The internet bill.
1 second, guys. I'm gonna take a dab real quick.
I got 2 big bills, the internet bill. I got 2 big bills. I got 2 big bills. I got 2 big bills. I got 2 big bills, 2 big bills. Over-sexualize everything. Five Guys. Fuck my wife. Fuck my wife. Five Guys. Absolutely have sex with my wife. With my wife.
Seamus,
With
it's
my
just,
wife.
I love it.
Five Guys. Sex with my wife. Oiled up. Like slippery. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sex with my wife. Tyrone. 10. Kilmer. 7. My wife is squirting everywhere. Oiled up. Sauce all over ass. Five Guys. Absolutely has sex with my wife. With my wife. Five Guys. Sex with my wife. Meerkat Ball. Absolutely has sex with my wife. With my wife. Meerkat Ball. Sex with my wife. Oiled up like slippery. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sex with my wife. Meerkat Ball. With my wife.
Time to cash in on this frickin' mutant bullseye.
Take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. You don't just get to say and do whatever the fuck you want on this planet without consequences. You know, consequences have actions, Panda. So, no, it's this simple. Stop being a bitch. Let's do it.
Pussy face goatee. You can't speak to me. Transplant hairline trim. You can't speak to me. My services cost.
5 bands.
Band.
5 bands.
Symmetrical jawline, crispy hairline. Chisel, crispy complexion. It's the gym daily. Body to kill for. Peanut butter skin. Focus on your sexy, bro. Your shit's looking real poverty, bro. You looking real pale and shit on stream, like pussy face goatee. You can't speak to me. Transplant hairline trim. You can't speak to me. My services cost.
5 bands. 5 bands.
You fucked up because you took the first step towards public view. Crispy hairline, crispy jawline. You're not crispy, dumbass. You're crisp. My streams are clean. They don't have a bunch of butter on the screen. Look at my face. It's fat. It's oils. It's grease.
Pussy face goatee. You can't speak to me.
You know, I think my
Transplant hairline
streams,
trim.
I think
You
they're
can't
pretty
speak to me.
streamlined.
My services cost.
I mean, I might fuck it up a lot, but I think aesthetically my streams don't look bad.
And block me. Right? That's someone. Oh, it's all about me. It's not. It's my podcast, not yours. All right. And again, why didn't they do that? Why did they just spam my chat for 40 minutes with the same message? So that now there could be highlights of this podcast so that haters can talk about something today. Meerkat Mo. Who? Fuck off. Get banned. Don't come back. It's all about me. Fuck off. Get banned and kiss my ass. It's all about me. I don't care about any of you. You're all insignificant humans. It's all about me. It's all about me. Spammed my fucking podcast.
Got a tip on a loot bug.
Demanding my attention. During the time it wasn't even Q&A. Fuck off and get banned and don't come back. We don't want your kind around here. We want people who are actually here to have a good time and be chill. Fuck off, get banned, don't come back. It's all about me. Fuck off, get banned and kiss my ass.
Think this is the wrong way.
It's all about me. I don't care about any of you. You're all insignificant humans. It's all about me. Fuck off, get banned, don't come back. It's all about me. Fuck off, get banned and kiss my ass. It's all about me. I don't care about any of you. You're all insignificant humans. It's all about me.
A couple of my coworkers started calling me sway. I said, why are you calling me that? Because when you stand, you can't stand still. You're always like kind of moving back and forth a little bit. You never just like stand still and relax. Like, you're right. Every night, every day. Sway. Right. Sway. Back and forth. Back and forth. Sway. Back and forth. Back and forth. Bad pain in my back. Herniation of the disc. A stool for my shower. I'm just a boomer. I'm dazed. I'm confused. Huh? I don't want to be Mr. Views. Every night, every day. Sway. Right. Chill day. Sway. Back and forth. Back and forth. Sway. Back and forth. Back and forth. Trolls on the strap. In my back. Sway. Sway. Back and forth. Back and forth.
And I'm sorry, I had to tie my hair up today, bro. I've had that shit down all week.
Every day. Sway. Right.
Feels nice to have like actual.
Back and forth. Back and forth. Sway. Back and forth.
But I don't know what we're gonna do today, to be honest. I've just been farting around.
I did not 5 but 6 crotch chops on camera. How you gonna counter that? Oh shit. This is really fucked up. That you would really come in my face like this.
Five bands. Band, 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 band. Five bands. 5 bands, bro. 5 bands, bro. 5 bands. Band, 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 band. 5 bands. 5 bands.
What should I do with this one? I know yesterday it was really hard for me to read the chat.
Peanut butter jawline. Peanut butter hairline. Hits the gym daily. Peanut butter daily. My services cost 5 bands, bro.
5 bands. Band, 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 band. 5 bands.
5 bands, bro. 5 bands, bro.
5 bands. Love me. Band, 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 band. Band me. 5 bands. Band, 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 band. I'm the one.
Look at my face. Crispy jawline. Crispy hairline. Focus on my sexy face. Crispy jowl. Crispy peanut butter complexion. Do you know what peanut butter is? Fat, oils, grease.
I can't believe he said that about
Grease.
LTG,
It's
bro.
disgusting. Fat, oils, grease.
Focus on my sexy ass. 5 bands.
We've all seen that fucking flat dump trunk gas. Fucking, what the actual fuck, Phil? How much y'all want to bet today he's gonna be wearing some kind of fucking, Zelda pajama pants?
Meerkat Mom. Over-sexualize everything. 5 guys. Fuck my wife. Fuck my wife. 5 guys. Absolutely has sex.
I need a background picture or something.
My wife. 5 guys. Sex with my wife. Oiled up. Slippery. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sex with my wife. Tyrone. Kevin. Kilmurray. 7. My wife is squirting everywhere. Oiled up. Sauce all over ass. 5 guys.
Sauce all over the ass?
Has sex.
What
with my
is
wife.
that?
With my wife. 5 guys. Sex with my wife. Oiled up. Slippery. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sex with my wife. Meerkat Mom. Who? The cat.
I don't know if this. I always like my camera to be smaller. I don't know why. I just do.
Now, guys, if you could support
Oh
the streets,
god
I would really
damn,
appreciate it.
Peter, you just
guys
went
might not
one
know
rip,
this,
dog.
but during the break, I
Hey,
dropped
who said you could fart when you were up here? Get out of here. Get out of here, big dog. I'm gonna take a dab real quick. I need you to go real fast. You can't be around that little friend. Okay? You can come up here when I'm done, though. Alright?
Yeah, I need it. I need that money.
Need that money.
I need that money. Need that money. Need that money. Please, please, I need that money.
Meter bill. Electric bill.
Young cat. If we're talking money, I need it. Gifted subs, yeah, I need it. Super chats, feed my cats, yeah, I need them bad. Something broke in my house, I might call my dad. When my money's running out, I get really sad. Yeah, I know I'm tweaking, but my sink is leaking. I already told you, my wife broke the disposal.
I just don't have any real disposable income to be blown on anything right now. It seems like every single time that I'm able to save money up and do something, something happens.
I need your buying in some funds in my account.
That's the dangers of marriage,
I hope you
Joannas.
listen, 'cause I need a big amount. I need that money and I need
Alright, let's see something else to do. Something else too. Oh shit. Swaycast. You know what I actually might do? Instead of having the chat up here, I'll have the chat down here.
And he did the suggestion box again. So I might actually listen to that because you know how much I love constructive criticism
Let's see what this looks like.
In long form. It's fantastic content. But first, let's watch some quick clips.
Ew. It's all
Here
stretched and
we got from
elongated.
yesterday.
No,
Apparently,
stretch
he
it.
fell asleep again playing Yakuza game. I'm not sure, but I guess Hate Army says so. So if that's not true, then he is a liar, a damn dirty, detracting liar. So let's check this one out. As you guys know, I love when he falls asleep on stream because that's, for me, what a chill stream looks like. That's a true and honest chill stream. When the guy is so fucking chill that he just falls asleep. That's how you chill. Oh, first, nice voice crack there. I wanted to show you something from the
It
new
happens to
channel,
all of us.
the DSP throwback.
I think I like it better
And
like
it's
this.
fucking
to be
fantastic,
honest.
man. So this is shout
I
out
might
to Ann
find
Leach for
something to
posting
put
this,
like
but
up
many
here
other
in the
people
corner.
posted it. As you can see, this is the new, I guess, intro for the channel. And
Let me see.
take 3 seconds to notice if there's something wrong. 1, 2, 3. Well, this one says DSP throwback, where the past meets the play trough. The play trough. This dude has a fucking typo in his intro that somebody else did. He couldn't even vibe check the intro. You couldn't even, like, actually check the spelling. This guy is incredible, man. The quality control is off the charts. Incredible stuff. So shout out for everybody that made a bunch of noise about this one. In other news, Drake showed everybody his cock. And a bunch of grown-ass men were thirsting over him and simping over him, which is something that I did not expect. But I'm definitely not surprised by. What else we got? We got nothing else on Twitter. Nothing else happened. So let's go watch him tweak. So this is called DSP Tweaks, and once again falls asleep during a Yakuza cutscene. So as you guys know, I'm a big fan of tweaking. I'm a big fan of falling asleep on stream, so this should hit the spot.
An option. Man, never want to see a cop again. True, you're still a wanted man. Maybe leave the.
Oh, and this is, dude, this is the young maniac voice acting. Hell yeah, I love that. I love that. You can hear him in the background. That's why he's having so much fun and chilling and falling asleep, because you're listening to the youngster.
Guys, you gotta realize, Roman's gonna flag this as a risk. And he's a greedier jerk off than me.
He's so fucking bored, man. It's incredible. I mean chill. I don't mean bored. I mean he's chill. That's him being chill.
5 million in yen? Please don't bring him yen. And besides, there's no way you can afford it. Is it clear you're wasting your time yet?
No, I'd say this is our chance.
Why? You have a
Wait, hold on. Now you can like super chats? What the fuck does that even mean? What is YouTube even doing? What? Dude, Susan. What? Oh my god. Anyways, big ups. It's gonna play in a second.
No, everything is negotiable. That's all.
This dude legitimately only adds goat laughs. I mean, not even saying anything. It's just.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who you think you are. What's the harm in trying?
It's like this. Isn't this like 8 p.m. his time? How the fuck are you falling asleep at 8 p.m.?
Something when I see a main peanuts off.
Oh yeah, when it that's it. That's it. That's what happened to Drake. A bunch of grown-ass dudes were like this on Twitter.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I hold a man's penis, I tell you what I do. I hold on to it tight, brother.
They were like discussing how flaccid it was and how big it would be if it was hard. That's the high quality discussions happening on Twitter today. And also people talking about Taylor Swift taking a, notice this, 11-minute flight. But then they tell everybody else to protect the environment. Very nice, very quality.
He drinks every night at Diamond Head, a bar by District 5. We akamai now?
Sure.
Akamai? I don't know what that means.
Hey, we really doing
Some
this?
kind of dialect from Hawaii. We akamai now. Oh, man.
Guys, could you hold up a second?
Why? something wrong?
And he also apparently talked about them having a meal after dinner, you know, the late night snack, but I missed out on that, man. I've been missing out on a bunch of stuff the last 2 days. So I guess, I mean, this is it. What is happening here for 11 minutes? Is all of this just a cutscene and the dude just struggling to stay awake? This is very weird. Excuse me, it's very chill. That's what I mean. It's extremely chill, matter of fact. Anyways, there was also another cool segment, which was, yeah. Chat was once again bullying Derek. I wonder why. There was no reason why anybody would bully this guy.
Do you think Phil falls asleep for being bored, or does he do that to show us, I work so hard, dude? I'm falling asleep because I'm too tired.
No, I think his body is just worn out, man. All this fucking drinking, all this trash food, staying up in the middle of the night playing mobile games. It's just like his body is just so decrepit and just falling apart. I would be falling asleep too. He is a 65-year-old in a 40-year-old's body, technically. Or at least a 65-year-old that's been living for 40 years is how I would put it. Because it's like, man. And on top of that, you'll add all the other stress that is mostly self-inflicted, because, I mean, that's kind of what happens when you're so resistant of getting a fucking job. So you gotta rely on people like Canadian
What
Kirk.
the hell do you want? I tried to give you your snack pieces and you didn't want them.
Make them stick
What do you
around because
want,
they
bro?
give you $10 every
What?
once in a while.
You want to
And that
come
shit
up? Is
pays
that
the
what it
bills.
is?
So yeah, I don't blame
Oh
him
my
for falling
gosh.
asleep.
You gotta say hello to
I don't
everybody
blame him.
first.
I mean, I do, because
Say hello.
it's kind of his
People
job
in the
not
camera
to
and
fall
say
asleep,
hello. You can
and
tell
when
them
he
hello.
falls asleep on stream,
I
he
gotta
is
get
failing.
at least $2,000 from
I
you,
don't know
buddy.
if I have it.
That's your rent
Also,
for the month.
What I heard
So
was
you better hope
right
and
after
pray
this
these
message.
fucking people give me the money, or else your ass is
fantastic.
out of here.
Imagine a DSP
Do you know that?
with dent reactions.
No.
I'm
Happy
kidding,
Boom and
but
Oishi's
what
dream.
boy.
Hello, boyfriend.
We're not, because I know what's gonna happen, right? This pic is gonna drop and everybody's gonna be analyzing the shit out of it, because that's what people do with the DSP stuff. But there's gonna be people like zooming in on the foreskin, being like, oh, do you guys think he's circumcised or not? How? And we're gonna have people like doing like digital measurements of how big it is and shit. We don't want that. I sure hope this never happens. Never. But what I heard was that he was salty that you can't name the Pokemon in this game because he desperately wants to make this a new gimmick, because he did it when he was playing Pokemon. So yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
take a
very
dab.
positive.
I have it.
Well, you want me to give you a big punch to the noggin? You want me to give you one of these? One of the jogging noggins is what
So
we
what
call
did
them,
Derek
because you
first
get your
say?
jogging noggin.
So he said, "Good evening, DSP
Make
Gaming.
sense
I'm
of
a
that.
little late. I almost forgot. What did he forget to clock into a DSP stream that happens every day
Oh
at the
no!
same time?
I forgot to clock into
Just got home
DSP.
from driving around
However,
my
will he
neighborhood.
take my money
he's
from
looking
me?
for
Oh
victims. Oh,
no!
How's Pal World going?
I'm
Yeah,
so
you can
scared.
nickname them, I guess, but
I'm
I
terrified,
think
like
not on console. I think it
a
only
mid
works on
'80s
TV or
afternoon
something. I don't
TV
know.
show.
That's what I heard, you guys. It's just a rumor.
Hey guys, could you shut the fuck up?
Could you shut the
What did I
fuck
say?
up?
Let's read a couple messages.
Right.
So,
Derek isn't a
Reese
pervert.
Tipney,
All right.
which is clearly not a troll. Reese Tipney says the spammer is here. Then the Lucky Gremlin says Bill gave you all the advice on weight loss. And what was that other message? 'Cause I can't see it in this.
I read it right now. The moment someone comes in,
Oh, somebody asked him if he's a part of the neighborhood watch, but it's like it's at most two people that said something even remotely negative to Derek, and he gotta go full-on dick riding mode. He gotta go defense mode. Why?
Darius is his son.
Like Phil,
It's obvious,
you
bro.
literally know why those people are making fun of Derek. And it's not just because the porn; it's because those playlists of little kids, and also the porn. But it's like you going out of your way to defend this guy. No, that's not good for you. This guy and Canadian Kirk, they need to be sent to Siberia, or the Siberian equivalent of DSP's chat. So I mean, you gotta ban them.
How about every time I see someone bully someone, I just ban you permanently? How would you like that?
So either if you don't like someone and you feel like bullying them, shut the fuck up and stop and don't do it. Because if I see it, I'm going to instantly ban you. Here I am trying to do a relaxing stream and I got to watch...
That's such a proverb, man. If you ever feel like bullying somebody, shut the fuck up and stop it and just don't do it. Sure, I'm convinced.
Chat, start bullying people. Fuck you. Grow up or leave. Messed up shit. Okay. So what was I doing? I was making the grapple gun. Hey guys, could you shut the fuck up and stop being negative to other chatters? I mean it right now.
Why? What if they deserve it though? What if Canadian Kirk
Can you
deserves it because he's
stop?
an asshole? What
Can
if
you
Derek
just
deserves
stop,
it
guys?
because he fucking spams and
Stop.
is an obnoxious piece of
Hey.
shit? And
Hey.
even though DSP himself has told him multiple times to stop
I think
spamming,
I like this
he never
setup a
stopped
lot
spamming.
better than what I
So he
had
clearly
yesterday. It
doesn't get
still
the
has the
message. I
big
think it's
chat
time for a
box
little
here
bit
at
of
the
bullying.
bottom, right?
Bullying
But
is
it has the
constructive.
picture here,
Moment
a
someone
If
bigger
done in the proper
screen
way.
for my camera,
Big ups
and
Doink
then
for the subscription ship, dude.
the
Oh, let me
display
check if I
capture.
have
I
some
think
more
it looks a
free
lot
gifted
better.
memberships to give out. Because I think I have 5. Yeah, I have 5
Oh,
more.
Peter,
'Cause I
stop
remember I
it.
gave away the first 5
You're
and then I
starting to
forgot.
whine
So
for
here's 5
nothing,
gifted
Poop.
memberships.
Did you know? You're
Don't
starting to
get too
whine
excited.
for
I don't
nothing?
get paid for them.
What you
They're
whining
fake.
for nothing
But
for?
they're
Huh?
real. But they're fake.
Then you already start bullying
Who
them?
taught
How
you
about
how to
they're real.
whine for
every
nothing?
time I see someone bully someone, I just
Who?
ban you permanently?
Who
How would
taught
you
you
like
how
that?
to whine for nothing?
So either if you don't like
Look
someone
at those
and you feel like bullying them,
popcorns.
shut the fuck
Where'd
up and
you
stop
get
and
those
don't do it.
popcorns
'Cause if
from?
I see it, I'm going to instantly ban
You're gonna give me those
Here I am.
But what
popcorns,
if I
Peter.
really want to do it, though?
Give them here,
Everyone in the
right
chat
now.
start bullying people.
You give me those
Fuck you.
popcorns.
Grow up or
I'm gonna
leave.
take them. I'm gonna take those
Messed up
popcorns, and you're
shit.
never
And
gonna
that's
get
why
your
everybody
popcorns
left.
back.
Because he, like,
Look
I
at
don't know
those
why
little
this
toe
guy
beans.
loves to
You
tell
give 'em
people to
here.
leave and then cries about views and
You want me to throw
engagement.
'em?
Stop
I
telling
throw 'em.
people to leave because they might just leave. And then you're going to be doing whatever the fuck you're doing. So Tekken 8. Tekken 8 was very slow. Like,
This
actually
is his
very
toy.
slow. And he's been looking for
It's a coffee
input.
cup. It's sweet.
And he's been looking for feedback. And as you know, feedback for him is basically
You better go
telling
get your
him what to do
puppuccino,
that's
buddy.
going to make him the most money. And not just that, he
Come
also
on, buddy,
needs
bring him here.
to recognize that as valid and
You
viable.
left your guy
So
over
it's
there.
a very steep hill to climb.
You forgot the
to
other
begin with.
part.
So you just basically don't want to give this guy
You
feedback.
forgot the
to be
other
honest.
part,
You just
Big
don't
Two.
even wanna
Go
try.
get him.
But let's see what happens if you try.
Buddy.
I'm gonna try and look up the suggestion
Where's your
style
puppuccino
box.
cup?
He's allowed
Go
to
get
be a
it.
butterfly.
It's out there.
Only he's allowed to bully. Only
You
he's
gotta go
allowed to
get your
do
cup.
whatever he
Go get your
wants.
cup from under the
Nobody
table.
tells me how to live.
We threw it into the
DSP's
kitchen.
brain cells
Go
in
get
a
it.
nutshell. He should have sex with his
Brr.
wife on
All right, buddy.
Valentine's Day, by the way.
Well, look, he doesn't
there it
have to. It's not. There's no law about it. And I mean, he probably won't, because then again, that's the same guy who forgot his anniversary to his soulmate. So
I
there
still
you go.
can't believe he did that
But
yesterday.
yeah, only he can say
bro.
whatever because it's his stream, dude. I
No,
think there
Peter.
was a suggestion box segment. Big ups, Mr.
Get out of the
Kane,
way.
by
I
the way,
don't
for
want
the
you
tip.
over here when I use my torch.
I think there
'cause
was a
I
suggestion
never know.
box
No,
segment. Am I fucking
go, buddy.
gaslighting myself? I'm sure
I
there
don't want you
was.
over here when I'm using
Yesterday
this.
or the day before.
Bro, I'm serious. You
I don't
have
know,
to
bro.
get out of here.
Yesterday, and almost
You
every
gotta get
question
away
didn't
from me
really-
Okay,
for like
let's start
5
watching
seconds,
this.
bro.
I'm gonna skip
Come
through
on.
a bunch of
Go.
trash if
Sit.
I need to.
Peter,
and I'm
sit.
not
No,
sitting
sit.
through the whole Xbox segment
Stay.
because that shit is whack. And I listened to it the other day, and it's still gonna be the
This
same
guy,
thing.
bro.
Apply to what we were doing. By the way, it's bothering me. Again, I seem to have I'm not centered on camera. And I'm wondering why. Like, should I physically move myself, or should I turn the
How
camera?
is he not centered?
Like, it looks like...
Is it centered now?
better. But even then, I'm still not centered. Right? Like, it looks like I'm still off. This is me perfectly leaning back in the chair, lined up with the camera.
Bro, this is really weird about him. Is that he's gonna nitpick stuff like this and pretend like he has some kind of weird OCD about it, but at the same time, you look at all of his processes and his whole business and the way this stream looks and his background and everything, and it's like the most low effort, the most like bootleg, throwaway, Romanian flea market looking ass shit you've ever seen. And it's like, how do we have this weird OCD with some things, but completely lack of with everything else?
And it looks like I'm still slightly to the right.
It still looks like that because your head is shaped weirdly and it's all completely fucked up. And also your hairline. So don't even try.
Like, no matter what I do,
Because I mean, like, look at him. When he looks right in front of the camera, like right into the camera, his hairline is just so bent.
In this setup. How about now? Nah, I'm still, whatever. I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, so. Anyway, so yesterday, we had a good podcast, and then we jumped into the first.
Big ups Infinite Beak for the membership, dude.
The idea for Tekken 8 was that I was going to learn a new character, but in order for me to learn a new character in a fighting game, it's not as simple as pick the character, go into training mode.
Oh, this is getting mega skipped. This is getting like uber skipped. Basically, is just another segment of him asking for support and wondering why there isn't support, and explaining to you how he played a game and whether or not it was good or not. That's basically it.
Dropping Tekken. No, because I'm not dropping Tekken. I like
There
Tekken.
we go.
I'm going to keep playing Tekken.
He's gonna keep playing it, but he wants you to show up and pay him so he can keep playing it and be happy. This is it. This is as much as this. That's all it is.
Okay? But here's the decision that we have to come to. All right?
Okay, let's hear that at least.
I'm not going to be playing Tekken 8 as much as Street Fighter 6. I can't. Why? Because number one, right now there's a lot of other games going on that I need to continue to make progress in. And if I play as much Tekken as I did Street Fighter 6, I won't make the progress in those games that I need to. All right? So that's just being matter of fact. But number two, Tekken is not getting as many views, attention, or support as Street Fighter 6
There we
did.
go.
So because of that, I
well,
just
of course. I mean, come on. Street Fighter is his whole fucking legacy. Is he expecting that he would get the same amount of support? Give me a fucking break. Hey, big ups Dorzak for 13 months, dude, and a bunch of heart emotes. I love you too, my guy. Let me give you a kiss.
I can't play it more often. I can't be playing it 4 or 5 times a week like I was doing with Street Fighter 6. It wouldn't support the business. You understand?
It wouldn't support the business.
Yesterday, I barely hit the tier 1 goal for tips, and everything else was slow as hell. Like, basically, it was like, wow, I'm doing a daytime stream of Tekken, thinking that it's going to bring in more viewers, and it actually kind of did the opposite. Like,
Hold
I probably
on, guys.
would have
I'm
done
running
better
some like
playing any other game.
setup. I'm sorry.
Like, wow, I'm surprised at this. I am. I'm definitely surprised at this. It confuses me because, again, the vibe that I was getting from my audience for
Why isn't
months
the fucking
was
shit
we're getting
playing at
bored
the
of Street
same
Fighter
time,
6.
bro?
We can't wait for Tekken 8 because we like Street Fighter 6, so we want to see that in another different fighting game franchise.
Bro, don't. No.
So that's exactly what I'm giving you, but definitely the attention's not there for it. All right? So my question is, how do I approach moving forward in Tekken with all of this being the case? And here's the 2 scenarios. Number one, I play the game more casually. And what I mean by that is, I take maybe like once a week, I pick a new character.
And this is just schizophrenia from this point on. So I'm going to skip until a segment that is worth watching, I guess.
Play it in a way that entertains people, okay? So please, feedback needed. So because this
hey, there we go. I skipped like 10 minutes and he still needs feedback about the exact same thing.
Friday, I'm playing it again. Friday Night Fights. So the question is, am I focusing in on King? I'm doing a King stream on Friday night.
King stream, the
I will
King of
study some
Hate.
Videos, watch some matchups.
The King of King.
Watch like a video that maybe we'll do a tutorial about how he punishes unsafe moves.
Yeah.
And
no.
then try to get better with him. Is that what I'm doing?
Like, bro, all he has to do is just have fun with a video game. That's actually all he has to do. But he thinks is this like 4D chess, this big flowchart thing that's depending on what he does, he's going to get different levels of support. No, just show up to stream, play the video game.
What do you guys
have
think?
fun,
Should
and
I
be
have it here in the
entertaining for your
middle,
audience. And that's all
the
you gotta
follow,
do.
or
And if they
should I
like
have
they're
it
gonna
over
support
here
you.
to
And
the
if they
side where
don't,
the picture
you gotta
is?
get a new job. And you probably should get a new job regardless.
Like,
Or am I going to pick a
have it a
new
little bit
character,
smaller,
study up
maybe?
on them, and try someone from scratch on Friday?
Yeah, and there's this whole new narrative of him studying off stream, which is, by the way, just looking up YouTube videos. You don't get to learn shit like that.
Figure out. So,
but he thinks he does because he's got
No.
like Dunning-Kruger
Studying is
syndrome.
what I did
please give me
when
feedback.
I was
I keep telling
playing
you guys, feedback is
or
essential.
learning
I get a lot of
Sub-Zero,
feedback from this
and I
live
looked up
audience.
videos
I don't get a
after
lot of
spending
feedback from you
20
guys who
hours
are
in the
on-demand
lab
viewers
and
for whatever
feeling like
reason.
I wasn't
A lot of
getting
times
any
I
better.
ask for feedback on these videos, and I get like next to none. And it's like, well, then I just got to make a decision best from what the feedback I got. But I want to be sure I'm doing the right things for everyone. My viewer
I might
audience
switch over to
here,
play some Mortal
on
Kombat
demand
actually.
versus live. I understand that they're different audiences. You know, a lot of you guys who watch me on demand are people who are long time.
Oh, there we go again.
Years and years. Some of you only watch the podcast and then only watch gameplay when it's your cup of tea. A lot of people come back to the channel for the first time in months when a game is out that they're interested in. I think a lot of people will come back when I start Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And then later this year, there'll be more action-oriented games and more people will come back for those as well, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. And I need your feedback about how to cover this stuff, okay? Really. So please.
And it still blows my mind that after 15 years, he doesn't know what's best for his business. Because he does something until it completely makes him no money. And because that's the thing. That's the thing that is so fascinating about him. He's going to do one thing. Let's say playing Elden Ring. And he's going to play Elden Ring day one. He's going to make a lot of money. Then we start the diminishing returns, and like 2 weeks later, he's going to be playing Elden Ring still and getting 10% of the money that he would originally get. And then he would turn to his viewers and be like, well, dudes, I'm playing the game that used to get a lot of support. Why is it not getting support? It's like, bro, oh my God. You can't tell what is good for you, what is good for your audience. You don't know your audience.
The first Tekken 8 balance patch came out, so plan on building up as much skip juice as possible today.
Oh man.
He's asking for advice from 300 view videos, acting like he's going to change anything because of them.
Yeah, and most of those people, because people nowadays, they don't really sit there and watch hour-long videos. They don't really do that anymore. They just play stuff in the background. Unless your hour-long video is really good and very well put together, most people just don't have an hour to just sit there and look at YouTube. So
True.
his videos, I believe most people just play in the background while they're doing some work or something, as somebody who just rambles in the background just to fill in the empty space. So there's something talking, so you don't just sit in silence. And he's asking for feedback from a bunch of people that don't
Very
even
astute.
fucking probably know what he was talking about. They just kind of sat through the video automatically, not paying attention to it, and then they just moved on to the next thing.
A
And he
massive
thinks
tip
that they
bomb
sit
of
there and actually watch
$1.
his gameplay. Like, actually watch tens of hours of gameplay and pay attention to it.
Please offer that up. I want that info, okay? Really, I need it because
The good segment and toxicity is about to appear.
All right.
Watchmate.
I'm going to trust you on this one.
I'm just stumped right now. I'm looking at the videos and I'm like, wow, what a great set of Paul gameplay yesterday. I really hope that I please my audience because I really worked hard to get better with that character.
Really?
And then I look at the views, it's like, what happened? Like, no one's watching these videos at all. Like, what the hell happened here? I don't know.
Oh, and now we're complaining about views. And we get this face.
Look at that
This
frog
is the
face, bro.
post-lobotomy face. This is you just got home from a lobotomy procedure, and this is how you look.
If I'm getting more views
I don't know.
based RPG playthroughs than my action-based fighting.
Big ups Shadow Ouija for the 11 months, dude.
I really feel like, what is going on? So, let me know what's going on. Fair enough?
Sounds good.
Cool. So there you go. Just want to make sure there's nothing else attacking that I didn't touch upon. No, I think I touched upon everything I wanted to talk about. Okay.
There was, by the way, because nowadays you get to see people's channel activity if you're a mod. So you just click on their name and you get to see their activity. There was somebody in my chat earlier whose entire activity in my chat is the first time I noticed them today. Their entire activity was just calling me gay and talking about different scenarios of me having sex with men. I was very fascinating. I should just have let him fly and not ban him, but I banned him instead because he's fucking toxic. I'm not gay, you idiot. I have a fucking soulmate.
Last night we played Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. The good news
it was an actual, like an Eric Miller type of guy. It was just imagining me getting fucked up by guys.
Making solid progress. We beat Chapter 3. We got into Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is heavy story, and basically the entire chapter is this story that takes place in a part of Hawaii called District 5, which is supposed to be the secret underground town or city that is like run by crime. And we're doing good. We're making good progress. From what I'm going to understand, maybe I might beat that on Wednesday night when we play again, and then when we play it again on Saturday during my Super Bowl marathon event, I might get to the point where you can unlock jobs, and one of the jobs you can do is an NFL football player. So how cool would it be if on Saturday we get to the job systems and I can get the NFL player and just play as the NFL player during the event? That would be really cool and tie in, obviously, with the Super Bowl theme. So that's what I'm hoping we'll do. I guess we'll have to see how far we get tomorrow
What the fuck
night.
is this guy talking about? I hope I get to do something.
Now, ultimately, my goal is to unlock the Dondoko Island, which is essentially
this dude. Like I said in the previous stream that got taken down, I've never seen him this excited to get a job. But then you start thinking, and it's like, oh, it's a video game job. There you go.
Animal Crossing style minigame.
An
by
Animal
Valentine's
Crossing
Day.
style
I don't know if I'll
minigame.
do that. That unlocks in the beginning of Chapter 6.
So now, yeah, I just remembered. His gimmick is that he's going to have the Super Bowl event on the 10th, right? So he's going to have an event this Saturday where he's going to milk the shit out of the pay pigs. And then 4 days later, he's going to have a special family event with Fat Cat where they're going to play the Animal Crossing game, and he's going to milk the shit out of the dents yet again. So this guy is in full overdrive scammer mode, and he's not giving up. He still thinks those motherfuckers have infinite money, like actual infinite funds, to give to a fucking streamer on the internet. It's wild.
We'll be hitting Chapter 5 on Saturday, so it really depends how far do we get on Saturday. I'll probably play it like again on Sunday night, and then maybe even again on Tuesday night, and hopefully between all those nights.
Dude, I've never seen this happen before. So, for a moment, look at his chat. There hasn't been a single message since I started streaming 35 minutes ago, and not even before that. But now, the first time I've ever seen this is DSP being the first one to make a message in his chat. Say, good morning. Because usually there's a couple of messages in chat, you know, people warming up and waiting for the stream to start. This is the first time I've ever noticed DSP being the first one to make a chat message.
I'll unlock it. And then when we play,
It's a little bit quiet in here, huh?
For the first time ever, right here, co-op, Dondoko Island Family Night, which will be really neat. First co-op gameplay we've ever done together. I can't wait to do some stuff with Kat. We've wanted to do gameplay for a while, and this is exactly what we want to do. I gotta unlock it though, okay? So there you go.
There you go.
What I love is when you get idiotic things said like this in chat.
What happened?
What I love is when a toxic ass segment starts like this. So let's see what the idiotic thing was. Try and lock in your pick. Let's see what I think is gonna be. I can't even tell at this point, man. I can't even tell. It could have been anything. But try and make a prediction. Let's see if it's gonna be it. I'm gonna say somebody told him that he talks too much and he should be playing games instead. And that's how he's gonna get to the point where he wants to get in the game faster. Let's see this.
He says, it's you, it's not the game. Oh, so that's why when I was playing Street Fighter 6, there was tons of attention and views, and now when I'm playing Tekken 8, there's not.
Yeah, but Street Fighter is all you're known for. It's like the one thing that you've ever been known for outside of masturbating, and there aren't any masturbation games that you're playing. So yeah, Street Fighter is gonna get a lot of views.
I'm
no
sorry,
shit.
that was
Especially when
funny.
it's a
That was
hot new
fucked
Street
up.
Fighter game, and
There's
it's
no
gonna be basically the
masturbation
fighting
game that
game
you
of
can
the
play.
year.
That's
why
clever,
are you
bro.
so surprised? You're not known for fucking Tekken.
Because it's me playing it. That makes no fucking sense.
He's known for Tekken the piss.
Yeah.
I told you.
Hey, yeah, you did. Let's keep going. Maybe this is gonna get better.
You're an idiot. Bye-bye.
Oh, you're an idiot.
I love this dunce level stuff like that. Completely worthless feedback, not constructive at all, just moronic stuff that some idiot says because they don't like me.
Yeah, but it's true.
They said it
don't
because
like you
they
for a
don't
reason.
like me.
And now there's gonna be more people that don't like you just because you react to stuff like this. But he's not a dunce, by the way. Very high IQ.
Anyway, continuing on positive.
Because this is a 41-year-old man, but you should talk to him like he's 10. Otherwise, he's gonna take your words out of context or spin them around or misrepresent or straight up misunderstand what you said and just shit on you and call you a dunce.
So yeah, last night's stream in Like a Dragon, I had a great time, great progress, chill vibe. Can't wait to play it again tomorrow night. Okay?
God damn it, I can't remember all my
Today,
combos.
we're back to Baldur's Gate 3. In Baldur's Gate 3, we've been thoroughly investigating Act 2. You know, first
I'm gonna be thoroughly investigating the skip button. Oh, dude, hold on.
That was funny.
Hold on. Now is the first time I ever noticed this. We're 36 minutes into this podcast, and he is still doing the recap from yesterday. 36 minutes!
Feels to me like it's Minecraft.
What?
I'm enjoying the game every time I play it.
What is it, Pal World?
So I can't wait to play it again. What's funny is some people are saying it's Ark. I've never played Ark. It feels to me like it's Minecraft. It totally does. Like, that feels that's the game to me.
Fuck,
it's Minecraft,
too
but they
aggressive.
also added in this combat with capturing and training and leveling up and riding creatures.
So it's Minecraft, but also a lot different. But it's Minecraft. So any game that has mining and crafting has to be Minecraft.
Right?
Obviously.
So there you go.
There you go. That's exactly how it is. Somebody ask him something?
So I can't wait to play it again. For that tonight, game for like level is we learned how to ride pals. Excuse me. They're totally not Pokemon. There's no way anyone could actually beat them. Because now I'm probably going to do like double the damage I was doing.
Awesome.
I'm a lot more maneuverable.
I've been wanting to get this skin forever.
But let's see what happens. All right.
I'm not going to change my
play tonight. Let's see where the
now.
game takes us, and maybe we can
Because
go back
I
and do
earned
the first
this
boss,
fucking
which would be
skin.
really neat to finally get that done. Okay. Well, I'm only
But I am
7
going to add
hours
it to
into
my
Power
favorites list so it rotates
no
when I
wonder
play
I haven't beaten
online.
the first boss yet. Right? Like, I swear we were like over a dozen hours.
You should definitely that game can stick around for a long time as a late night chill stream if he can figure out how to monetize it. And I mean like heavy monetize it. Like the fishing streams had the dunce lores. The Pokemon streams had the naming your Pokemon gimmick. He needs to monetize something so the children can pay him money.
What the fuck
and he can do something super bare minimum in the game. But he needs to figure that out.
My back
it
just
can't
like
be
tensed
the
up
good
out
old
of nowhere.
name a Pokemon gimmick. You need something else.
And I'm not even close. So there you go. So anyway, yes, see you tonight for that. That should be a good time. Now tomorrow it'll be more Baldur's Gate 3.
And I could probably have some ideas.
Whoa.
If I actually
I
played
popped
the
my
game,
clone, but it was
I
too
don't,
late.
so I don't know.
Progress on the first stream, and on the late stream it will be and I'll have some props and silly things
what
with
the fuck was that? For real,
we're gonna do many events. Number one,
many
it's
events.
gonna be booze. What will it be? I don't know. I'm gonna go to the liquor store this week.
Damage.
I can't spend a lot.
That's
of money
a
right
lot
now
of
because things are gonna be
damage,
tight
dude.
for me
I
for
wish
like
I
the
had a
next 1 to 2
soundboard.
months.
Bro, what are we actually talking about?
I don't even know how to begin
Alcohol.
to use that shit though.
You can get a bottle of alcohol that's
No,
gonna get you
my headset's
in a
about to
fucking
die. I need to plug it
coma
in.
for less than $15. What are we fucking talking about? Is he so broke? Is he that broke? Or are we just feigning distress again? So he can look more broke than what he actually is. Because he's fucking not. He made a couple of streams in the last few days that made over $100. You can't buy a bottle of alcohol. You can't get some vodka, some tequila, some rum, and do like a rum and coke, something like that. Because I know he loves rum and coke. He loves gin and tonic. He doesn't have to get
I've
a
never
huge
actually had
handle.
that.
He doesn't have a huge jug of alcohol. Just get like something that's gonna get you through the event.
Wow.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
My pop-up
Due to the trolling
missed.
that I've been under. With
That
these
was
fake
some
memberships.
bullshit.
But we'll see.
How did
what
my
happens
fucking
there.
pop-up
Hopefully I can get
miss,
something. Maybe
bro?
I'll find some beer or something. We'll see what I can find. Okay. So, yes, I'm going to be drinking. I'm going to be doing many different things. Number one, we're going to
We'll
do
go
a
back to
simulated
playing,
Super Bowl match. The Kansas
what
City
is it?
Chiefs versus
Suicide Squad
the San
Kills
Francisco
the Justice League
49ers,
tonight.
and it's going to be in Madden 24, the newest one. So that's really cool.
Wow,
You can
Today,
catch and see
right
with the
now, I
new
kind of
rosters
just
and
want to
everything
play some more
updated.
combat.
Who does Madden
I've been
think
playing
is
a
gonna win the
lot
game?
of
Well, we're going to do
Justice
a
League.
sim. It'll probably take about 45
Let's
minutes. I
go
would think,
see
to
how
sim it,
much
and
time
let's
I
see what
put
Madden
into
thinks.
Justice League.
Depends on how long he
40,
makes
50
it.
In
hours.
addition to that, we are going to have a segment of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. as I stated, my goal is to possibly get into Chapter 5 to the job systems and hopefully unlock the football player job. And now we can play as an NFL player during the Super Bowl Bash Marathon and beat people up in the streets. I think that would be pretty darn fun, actually.
What?
Lock the football player job.
So he's gonna become a football player in a video game and beat people up in the streets. That's his idea of an exciting special event, and he's gonna feel entitled to at least $300 because it's a special event. I mean, of course.
He talks about $30 gin like it's $400.
Oh, damn.
Right? He talks about it like he needs to spend
That
like
was a good dodge by
$100 on alcohol
PC.
when nobody's making them. He can just spend like $10, $15 on some generic shitty ass alcohol and take a couple
I
shots.
hope they add the
'cause
Mortal
he's not gonna
Kombat
take more
versus
than 3
DC
shots
skins
anyways.
at some point.
Even if he gets
I
paid
would
for
love
them, he's not
those.
gonna take them.
Now we can play as an NFL player during the Super Bowl Bash Marathon and beat people up in the streets. I think that would be pretty darn fun, actually.
Yeah, now we're creating some fake ass excitement, which makes me think about. I want to look up the Total Wine website. Total Wine.
Oh,
Let's see if they got.
Should have caught him. I
what
was
do they
definitely
actually
within
have?
the hitbox.
Let's look
Gotcha.
up vodka. Let's look up tequila. What do they have that's super like
Nope.
bare minimum type tequila?
Brutality, homeboy. You don't get
We
to
got
make it out.
39,
Not today.
29. What's the least we can get? Sort by price. Lowest first. Well, oh yeah, this is a 50 milliliter. This is like a shot. 99 cents. We can do that. Jose Cuervo special, 50 milliliter. That's a 99. 199. Okay, so let's go on to more expensive ones. Come on, we're not that broke. We're not that broke. But he can get, oh, this is another 50. So here we got Jose Cuervo Gold, 750 for $12.99. $12. I mean, come on. And you're gonna take like what, 3 shots, and the rest is gonna be left over for another time. $12.
I can't believe
Here
it
we got
caught her
12,
like that. That
13,
was
14,
cool.
15, and he's acting like he's gonna buy some limited edition, like 50-year-old whiskey or something.
So, yeah, that'll be pretty neat. All right, I hope that will be cool. All right, and in addition to that, I want to do some other gameplay. I'm strongly leaning towards Modern Warfare 3. Reason being, Modern Warfare 3 gets an update.
But the thing is, you know, he's an alcoholic. He can tell if something is trash. He can tell if it's bad alcohol. He doesn't want to do that. He wants the good stuff. And yeah, that's a good point, Kate Army. 1 Minute Man chips in his daily $25 every single day. He buys him more than a bottle of whatever any given day.
Tomorrow, and that update is supposed to add new maps and things for the new season.
Oh, come
And
on,
I was like,
Lee
well,
Man.
that would be a great opportunity. I'm already going to
That
be
was
buzzed.
a bad
Why
follow-up.
not jump into Modern Warfare 3 for the first time in many weeks and just have a...
And now he just assumes that he's going to be buzzed, which I don't think is guaranteed unless, well, unless he's already counting money that he doesn't have.
Individual shots bottles and literally spend under $10. That's $500 worth to him as well.
Yeah, well, that is true, but he doesn't do that, I guess. So, yeah.
Online, you know, for FPS session.
It's kind of a thing. He has some really weird ways of doing stuff where...
There we go.
I don't know how to call it. He's just so stuck in his ways. He can't do it
He's
differently.
stubborn.
Otherwise,
He's
even
mentally
though doing it
stunted.
differently is just much easier.
That
Like,
was a
he's
good
already set
fucking
his
back and
mind
forth,
on
bro.
buying a big bottle of alcohol or like a handle of alcohol. He doesn't need to do it. Nobody tells him to do it. I just don't know how to. It's weird. It's like the podcast must be 90 minutes long. It must be. It can't not be.
I think that could be pretty fun, okay? Now, there's also going to be food. My wife is going to be making multiple kinds of Super Bowl snacks, meaning she's going to go online and find recipes for these kind of snacks and
You're
things.
gonna find
and of course,
recipes,
make them
guys.
herself. So it's
Because
not
she
just
doesn't
gonna
know
be
how to
buy at the
ground
store.
beef
It's going to be something like
and
more, better
put some
homemade.
seasoning in it
She's
and
gonna
make
We've talked about
and make
dips and
nachos,
quesadillas.
guys.
the
She's gonna invent
pioneerwoman.com.
nachos. Oh
what we
my
got
god!
For
Fuck
Super
it,
Bowl
eh?
snacks, we got potato skins. I don't think she's making those.
Ooh.
Salsa,
Dude, I
that
love
looks
making
too
potato
healthy. We're not
skins.
eating those.
I
Air
fry my
fryer
potato
taquitos.
skins with
I
some
think that's gonna be
peppers
it,
and some
my
onions.
hermano. That's gonna
perfect.
be it.
And then you put it in
Gonna
the
be having
oven or air fryer or
taquitos.
whatever, and then you
Then we
just
got
let
chicken
it go.
sliders.
It's
She might
good.
make some of
Yep,
those because they're
cheese on
easy
top
to
is
make
delicious.
and they look fucking nice. Football cookies. Probably not, because this looks like something that you would eat out of a certain place with a spoon. You know what I mean? Ham and cheese pinwheels. That might happen.
DSP would love
Air
that,
fr-
though. That would be perfect for
Air
DSP.
fryer fried pickles. I'm laughing at this, but this sounds like a low-key banger. If you got some garlic sauce, this looks pretty nice. Cheese fries, classic. Bacon ranch dip, classic. Haven't tried it yet. Puppy chow, classic. Haven't tried it yet. Garlic knots. I actually don't know. And popcorn chicken. She might make some popcorn chicken. Or some cowboy
God damn it,
caviar.
dude.
Look at this. Cowboy-style caviar.
I don't know if she's
Delicious.
exactly doing those or not. I'm curious to see what ideas she finds. I know she's going to start looking for that today, and then probably tomorrow we'll solidify what it is so I can buy the ingredients when I go out.
I think Phil would turn into only use Maybelline
I
if
think
people
I've
threw
never
enough
had
money to
such
him.
a good
No,
mix-up
dude, because people have thrown
than I've
enough
had
money
with this
in the
Sub-Zero
past,
in this
but he
game.
finds a reason why not to drink. Like he did this on. Oh, I keep forgetting the one where he had this space themed.
Mom Bernal breastfeed the regard until college.
What was it? The space themed cocktail, and he drank that,
Fuck.
and people paid him for fucking shots, and he didn't take the shots. So no, he's not. He's not really looking for a reason to drink. He's just dangling it in front of people's faces so they can give him money, and he's not upholding his own end of the bargain, which I don't respect. Because, remember, I have drank shots for likes before. Literal likes that have no value. I just did it because I wanted to have a gimmick. And I took like 10 shots and I fucking passed out. And the ending of that stream is very funny. Because I am, quote unquote, watching a Cyrax documentary. But meanwhile, I'm actually in the bathroom. And I'm not doing very well. But the idea for a gimmick is to make things fun, not to scam money out of people. That's what I'm really irritated about, the shit that he does.
I got lucky there.
And then Ukbook the
He was
Black
ready
says,
to
Mom
hit
Burnell
me.
breastfed the regard until college. Well, I know she fixed up his hair. I don't know about breastfeeding. Sounds like that might be possible, but don't forget, he is half lactose intolerant, so he can only sip out of a single titty. Just one. You can't do both titties, just one.
On Thursday. So,
Dude,
yeah, Devil
I
Days
got
are good,
really
Gracie. I love
fucking
Devil Days.
ridiculous
Maybe I should tell her to
yesterday,
make
and
some
it
Devil
was
Days.
fun.
I would love
I had a
Devil
lot of fun yesterday,
Deviled eggs.
dogging
Oh
on
my
Phil.
god, that bathroom is gonna be smelling like Chernobyl, man. You don't want
Bro,
deviled eggs, Burnell.
What are you
don't want
talking
deviled
about?
eggs.
Have you smelled his garage?
So,
No.
that's
The bathroom's gonna smell like the devil.
Yeah, apparently
it's
he
gonna happen on
heard me.
Saturday. Now, I haven't mentioned this at all recently, but now it's time to start mentioning it, all right? Last month, I was
I gotta
very,
do it,
very
guys.
strongly
I just
negatively
gotta do
affected
it.
in the pocketbook by these
They affected
trolls.
me in
Wait, what?
the
We have a
pocketbook.
random begging
He
segment
did.
out of nowhere. During the segment that's about the Super Bowl bash. What the fuck? Why? Where did this come from? And now he's looking at the corner demon. It's like the corner demon is pointing a shotgun at him.
Basically giving away so many free memberships, all right?
Are they
I didn't
free?
get credit for any of those.
Yeah, you did.
Right now, I'm not even kidding. I just looked last night on a whim. I was like, yeah.
This is why people call him a fucking liar. I know he didn't make as much money as he wanted to. Matter of fact, he made like 2% of what he wanted to make. But it's not like he didn't make any money. They weren't free memberships. And also, you know that he's the guy that always
I
relies
still can't
on
believe
semantics
the way
to
Boogeyman
weasel
handled that
himself out of
banana last night.
something that he said, but he
Oh
didn't say
my
exactly
God.
that. He said something different. And now he's using these specific terms that just make him look like a fucking liar.
I wonder how many memberships we have on the channel. We have over 2,000 memberships on this channel right now.
Baller alert.
Out of those, less than 500 are valid paying members.
Less than 500 of you stupid
So I
fucking
went from a
people are
channel
giving me
that in
money.
December
And
had
that
over
is just not
800
okay.
paying members,
Okay?
down to a channel
All right?
that doesn't
Give
even have
me more
500 paying
fucking
members.
money.
No, you didn't have 800 paying members. You rat-faced, greasy-ass piece of shit weasel.
You had
No.
400 paying members
He
and
didn't.
then
Because
400
a lot
gifted
of those
members.
memberships were gifted, that were paid by somebody else. because he's
That's
making it
being
seem
generous.
like those individual people, each one of them was paying for their membership. Matter of fact, that is not true, and you can go and find it. You can just go and find it on video and prove that it's not true, because it's factually not true. He had like 100 to 150 gifted memberships, and he has around 300 that are individual people that are renewing their membership every month.
So I want you to think about that. Why did that happen? Because the trolls gave them away for free. And so people who normally would have become a member are not. They already got one. People who maybe would have given out memberships. Let's give some memberships that are legit. They're not doing it.
This is the thing. This is the hook. And this is the whole catch. And the truth of the matter. And the bottom line of the truth of the matter of the fact is that he is counting money that he claims he lost, when in fact you don't know if he would ever get that money, right? Because he's thinking that in his mind, if those Argentinian memberships didn't exist, he would be sitting on 1,000 real paid members, when there is nothing that indicates that that would be true, that that would actually happen. But he's pushing that narrative, so to convince you, to be more convincing that you should support. So he's just making up his own reality.
Because I already have 2,000, you see? And this has very much hurt me financially, okay? Now,
no, actually it hasn't, because
hurt me
how did he
financially.
manage to pay his bills when he had 300 memberships? How did he manage to pay his bills when he had 500 memberships? It's almost like every time the member count goes up, his threshold of being able to pay his bills increases, which doesn't really make sense if you have a set amount that you're going to spend on bills every month. That makes sense, right? Because I'm thinking about my bills. I can expect a certain amount that I'm going to pay in electricity, in water, in rent, in some other stuff.
Right.
I know what to expect every month. And for him, it just goes up. It just goes up. And
Every
now he's
month.
strapped for cash for some reason.
Every time.
And he knows how much his, how did you call that?
Momo.
How much his mortgage costs. He knows how much his electricity costs, or at least he can estimate it. He knows how much to expect in bills every single month. And now he's pretending like it's actually hurt him so much that he can barely pay his bills, to the point where he can't even pay for fucking a bottle of alcohol? Is this what I'm supposed to believe?
Dude, this guy begged for grocery money,
he can't
man.
even buy himself a bottle of
What the
alcohol.
fuck?
That people are gonna pay him $100 for him to take a shot out of. Yeah, very convincing. If you don't pay attention or think about it.
You were already going to buy a membership.
Bro.
All right?
I've always
How
wondered
did that
about
fall on
something,
the floor?
and I want to know if you thought of this. Each time he snorts, there's a lie either incoming or he just said it. Snorts are the indications of lies and greed.
You know what? I've never thought about this. I'm gonna start paying attention just because you brought my attention to that thing. So I'll think about it. I'll try and notice. But I don't think it's necessarily true. I think he snorts kind of passive aggressively. And if you watch the
he does
Reclusive
it
and Rented
smugly.
video, which I would say is 100% like mandatory viewing for any detractor. And it's by one of my favorite detractors is Baxter Zevchenko / ProxyCon. You should definitely go watch that video. It's a 3-hour video. You can put in the background. Super educational, super factual, and scientific based. And in that video, he claims that snorting is a way for him to be passive aggressive with people, just to kind of assert dominance sometimes, you know? Because he knows people are annoyed by the snorts, but he keeps doing it because he's so stubborn. And he knows that the trolls hate the snorts. So he has a little bit more incentive to do it just to spite the trolls. So he's willing to hurt his own content just to make some troll somewhere a little bit salty.
I would ask is that if you have...
Because if you haven't noticed, whenever Cat is on stream, whenever he does something that is important, there is 0 snorts, there's no throat clears, there's no nothing.
Have a free membership from one of these trolls. if you could contribute in another way, that would be great. Notably, this event is coming up on Saturday, right? If you tipped me during the event, that would be amazing. That would be great because
there
that
we
would
go.
help out a lot.
So this is basically an unofficial begathon. It's still a begathon. It's still him begging for money to compensate the money that he convinced himself that he lost from all the gifted memberships. But he's not calling it a begathon because he knows people make fun of that. And people have, big people, I'm talking Sir Moist level of people, have talked about this and the begging events. And he's really ashamed of doing it. So now he needs to do it in a kind of a roundabout way. Not directly, but and instead of calling the stream the effort to raise funds, he's going to call it the Super Bowl event, where it would be nice if we can raise some funds.
Basically, when I get paid this month by YouTube, it's going to be way less than it is usually.
Okay.
Like, by thousands of dollars because of this issue. And I don't know what's going to happen in the next month when I got to pay all my bills. All right?
What's going to happen? You'll still manage to pay your bills because you managed to pay your bills when you had 500 subs.
Exactly.
You managed to pay your bills when you had 300. You always managed to pay your bills, didn't you?
I'm not asking anyone to go crazy. I'm not
I'm
asking
not
anyone
asking.
to
I'm
dump
demanding.
tons of donations. That's not what I'm saying.
Donations? What are donations, Phil? I thought you make
They're
tips that
a
are
nation
not
of
donations.
just nothing but dear
in
people.
charitable
The
contributions, which are
donation.
not donations. By the way, now that I talked about fundraiser, one of my favorite DSP gimmicks is that instead of calling an event a fundraiser, he used to call them an event, an effort to raise funds, which is not a fundraiser, by the way, because we phrase it differently.
I'm saying if you were someone who maybe already was going to
Bro,
get a membership,
you know
got
why
one for
DSP
free,
won't sue
it'd be great
people?
if you could contribute in another way.
Discovery.
Right now, what would help me is tips,
Because
if
he
you
knows
did do, say, a super chat,
that if
I won't see that until next month. It ain't going to help me in the next 30 to 60 days when I'm
he
trying
knows
to pay
if
bills.
they went to
Right
Discovery
now,
that
the tips are
everybody
really
would
the
find
only
out
would help
his
with that.
lies and
Wait,
bullshit,
30
bro.
to 60 days. So we're paying next month's bills as well.
Okay?
Because, yeah, I don't know if you guys caught up to this, but there are now bi-monthly bills that he needs to pay. They're all new bills that just come out of existence. You know, bills are evolving. They're multiplying. We got new bills all over the place. The bills industry is more innovative than it's ever been. And much like Apple, we get new bills dropping every day that are just better than the previous ones. And he needs to pay all of them. Because obviously, he's the guy who pays all the bills. And now we get a snort.
So, if you could, please, if you could contribute in some way, and maybe the day to do it would be Saturday during.
Oh, and we get a nice please.
This big Super Bowl event, that'd be really cool. Have a big rallying of support on that day.
It would be really cool if I could raise some funds during the event that is not a fundraiser.
All right?
But it would be cool if it happened.
But I'm not going to be harping on this. I'm not going to be bringing it up constantly. No, we're not going to do, it's an emergency fundraiser stream with...
That's what I'm talking about. It's not officially an emergency fundraising stream, but it would be nice if we could raise some funds because I'm going through an emergency right now.
Giant $1,000 goals. We're not doing that.
It's not going to be giant $1,000 goals.
Yes,
I just want
like
multiple thousands of dollars, you dumb fucking
I did
dunce.
those streams when I was at my
Give
lowest.
me
Bro, he's
money
acting like he was
right now.
sucking dicks for like $20, bro. I'm not proud of it, but I was at my lowest. Like, what are you going to do, man?
Where basically I had to do them.
God damn,
because
dude.
I was in a situation where I had absolutely no money because of bankruptcy and all this debt I was in. Luckily, I'm not there right now, okay? But I need to recover from this idiocy of what these people have done on YouTube. And
what have they done? They've given your community a bunch of benefits?
I'm hoping that this is the first step towards it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a good thing to start as a positive move towards recovery, as opposed to...
Bro, this dude's been recovering from, like, what, 2017? He's never gotten back to where he wanted to get back. It's always been, I'm gonna hope for things to get better. And if they don't, well, I can rely on you guys.
Having to basically just deal with the fact...
Like, this is a gacha addict and an alcohol fiend and he's thinking of recovering gifted memberships. Like, bro, you're thinking about the wrong recovery.
I guess YouTube isn't going to fix this issue anytime soon, and now I'm just supposed to have less income because of idiots? No.
Big ups to Palace Cat's rule for the membership.
Absolutely not. I'm putting out the same...
got the pig road sweating.
You know what? Yeah. I think it's that. I think it might be that. Because he spent all his money and he was expecting to get some more. Because he's the type of guy to be counting money that he doesn't have yet. But he's counting it in his head. It's like, okay, well, I made like $100 these last 2 days. So I'm going to make $100 the next 2 days. So I can spend the $100 that I already have. Sound good to me? Sound good. And big ups Palace Cast Rule for the 10 gifted memberships, dude. I don't know if they're real, you guys, but you better take them. I would take them if I was you. You know, just take them. Don't think about it. They might be fake, though. Make sure to check the tag. Check the price tag. If they're designer memberships or they're fraud.
Content, right? And people are liking the content. In fact,
People
if you
are
take a look at
liking
YouTube,
the
this is true.
content.
In January,
Right.
my views were
They're
up.
liking
My
the
engagement was
content,
up.
all right?
Everything was up. Income
Okay.
way down. Now, normally the income is down in January because of ads. There's like no ads on YouTube in January because all the ads, were for the holiday season, and they're dramatically reduced in January. I'm used to that.
But why is this a part of the Super Bowl bash segment? Well, I know, but do you guys know? It's a little bit of a subliminal here. He's telling you what you should associate this with. I should associate giving DSP money with the DSP Super Bowl bash. That's what I'm supposed to do. He's playing some 5D chess right here.
What I'm not used to is seeing the other thing happen at the same time. That's the problem. It was like the worst timing to have these things happen together, okay? So, if you could, please support the streams. If you can, please tip. And if you attend this stream on Saturday, that would be a great time to support the stream
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
so
rallying of
stoned
support
right
with everyone
now. Oh my
together.
God.
That would put me in a much better position for the rest of this month, and I wouldn't have to worry all month about, oh God, how am I going to pay everything because I got less income because of these idiots. Okay? Thank you. No, I'm not.
Thank you. You're welcome.
No, there's no personal responsibility there for anyone to do anything.
Well, it sounds like there is. I mean, if you're saying that you're gonna struggle to pay your bills and your family's gonna suffer and you can't even afford a bottle of alcohol for your special event party, that seems like you're putting a lot of responsibility on other people and you're giving them the emotional burden of your own bills. And they should, I guess they should figure out how they're gonna support you, dude.
I'm just telling you like it is, and if you can help, thank you in advance.
Thank you. You're welcome in advance.
Now for the rest
By the way, now we got a great DSP gimmick where he has decided, like I talked about earlier, he decides on certain things and they can't go otherwise because, it's going to go against what he decided. He's decided that he's going to play music for an actual half an hour before he starts the stream. And he's been in his chat for like a long time. And he's just been sitting in his chat. Like he's been ready to go this whole time. This whole time, he's just been ready to start the stream. But he just decided not to do it because 30 minutes of music need to pass first. So we can get 5 more people joining the stream. Well, I guess he can use it right now because he has like 140 people watching. So that's not enough for him. Very nice. Oh, was that a nice salute?
For anyone to do anything, I'm just telling you like it is, and if you can help, thank you in advance. Okay?
Hold on. What was with that salute?
Now for the rest of
yeah, look at, we straight up got the hand in the palm is just stretched out. Salute style. We're saluting people. We're wishing him a very nice day. In German.
Week. We're going to continue on with, full streams. On Sunday, it'll be my React show, and it'll be Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. On Monday, it'll be Baldur's Gate 3 and probably like Pal World. And then probably Tuesday...
And schedule segment gets skipped. Because of course it is. What do you think? I'm an amateur?
Is already kind of muted and destroyed, so I don't even know if we could watch it. We go to watch it and the video is silent.
Wait, right? What is destroyed? Hold on.
The one that I saw a lot of people suggest is Fallout 3, but honestly, I don't know if that would work, and the reason being, it has all the music in it. And all of that music over the years got muted. Like a lot of the Fallout 3 playthrough is already kind of muted and destroyed. So I don't
I
even know if we
switched
can
back to
watch it.
playing
We go to watch it and the video
Suicide
is
Squad.
silent, right? So how do you-
I'm really
Stupid
indecisive,
gimmick, man,
guys.
because
I'm
he wanted to
sorry.
get a couple of pennies from the video, so he muted all the copywritten music. Like, how much of a meme can you be, man?
react to a silent video playing tonight.
Go fuck off.
Okay. So before we get to shout outs,
What are we gonna do?
quick updates.
Oh wow, that was a quick salute. This was for all the people that just tuned in. Just a quick shout out. We're not gonna dwell on it. Hold on.
Okay.
You can't stop it, man. It's Isaac Heimler in the flesh. He's returned.
To shout outs. Two quick
Yep, a quick one.
Updates. So I guess we should get into the segment that I like to call DSP News.
No, let's
update
not.
Number one, Game Pass games for this month. I'd like to give you the lineup, okay? Because it was just announced this morning.
Nice bold spot flash. We're flashing that spot. For all the dudes that are into that. And all the ladies, of course.
Anyway. So, new Game Pass game.
Hold on, I wanna get that salute just because I'm a fan.
Two quick updates.
Oh, hold on. We're gonna go frame by frame.
Okay. So before we get to shout outs.
Okay, almost there. Oh, this was such a quick salute, man. I couldn't even see it.
So I guess we should get into the segment that I like.
Last time, I promise. Last time. We need to get this one.
On Dragon
To shout out.
Balls on your face.
Two quick.
This is it.
Salute.
I guess this is it. The arm isn't exactly stretched out. Oh, yeah, I can use the period and the comma. Thank you very much. I didn't know that was a thing. There we go. Look at this. You can take this one. Even though, nah, it's not exactly there, but it's gonna be.
Updates.
We're getting
I
there.
guess we should get into the segment that I like to call DSP News. Update number one.
He's just
And I guess
reading
we're
it
not
off
gonna hear the
Twitter. Oh
updates
my
because he's gonna go
God.
live.
Anyway. So, new Game Pass games for February. Today, Anuchar.
Okay, I want to have your takes on it. First of all, screenshot this face because this is definitely one of the faces he's ever made. So you want to screenshot this one. But I got a question to ask you. Do you guys think when he took that picture, he was under the effects of alcohol? I would
Yep.
say so. I would
He
say
looks
so.
like it.
Because here you got a kind of like a smug face, but the eyes are a little bit like squinty. You know, kind of the way you would do if you're trying to impress a girl at the club, but you're already like 10 shots in, and you can barely like stand up, but you want to get laid. So this is the face we make when we do that. And this is the music that plays in the club. That's what I'm talking about. Some nice.
Good morning, everyone.
What?
It's my final consecutive streaming day of the week, and today is feedback day. Meaning
Oh
today
no!
I'm discussing all the feedback that I received.
No, it's feedback
feedback
day. Why
day,
didn't you guys
guys.
tell me it was feedback day? I wouldn't even been fucking streaming. This shit's gonna suck ass.
In the last 24 to 48 hours.
Feedback day.
What I should do with tech.
No.
Future games for
It's schizophrenia day, man. I would rather have diarrhea day.
retro react over on DSP Throwback and more. Plus, we'll talk a little bit.
If you know, you know.
Bit about foam stars and the exciting weekend. This and more on today's Level 1 podcast.
No, I'm not listening to this shit. Skip the live.
Streams will have a more laid-back vibe. Today is Wednesday, the 7th of February, 2024, and today we're doing a lot of RPG action, which is great. Two completely different styles of RPGs, I would say. Two different vibes to the streams.
Two vibes. He's been using vibes a
As I
lot
said, on today's podcast,
recently.
a lot of feedback that you guys have given me.
Let's actually look at the graph.
Because I needed it. You know, this channel And in reality, all the content that I put out on YouTube is very reliant on your constructive criticism.
Whoa, look at all these vibes.
I've taken in some suggestions that I'd like to talk about this morning.
July 2023, we got 100 vibes.
That I read in comments.
Then we got, in January, we got 83 vibes. That's like the third most. But in March, February 2020 was peak vibes. Not peak, but it was the second most, with 90 vibes. We got so many vibes. And this month has only been 13.
The sun is out.
But there's still time.
And
still
the landscapers are out there today. So normally on a normal day when I stream, I would just have the window wide open. I would close the blinds and I would turn the fan up depending on the temperature outside. If it's cold outside, don't even need the fan.
Oh my god, and we start off with weatherman vibes.
The sun's really out bright as it is today. I'd have the fan on high blast. But the landscapers are out there, and what that means is they're going to be making.
Yep, it's a Wednesday.
Right now they're not. So I think
it's weird that I know exactly which day his landscapers are there on.
Because I have it almost closed. There we go.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get as much cool air in this room as I can before they come by and start making tons of noise, which very well could be during the show. Usually they come by in the mornings. It was weird. Last week they came by after I ate dinner. It was getting dark and they were out there doing landscaping, and my wife and I were like,
you eat dinner at like 5 p.m., dude.
A little weird. But they're there right now.
It's not exactly that
and
late.
it gets dark around 5 p.m.
Okay.
here.
So if you start to hear noise, let me know. When it becomes intrusive to the show, I'm going to have to close the window. I'm just hoping they get it done quicker, because what happens is in the afternoon, if it's sunny outside as it is today, this office heats up when the sun hits it in the afternoon. And if the window's closed, this is going to heat up like an oven. Now, right now it's nice in here. That's why I have a long sleeve shirt on and everything. But man, I don't want to be baking in here trying to play Baldur's Gate 3. So
just like put on a t-shirt. Like, what's the problem?
So it could be an uncomfortable day, depending on how this goes. Obviously, we'll adjust on the fly.
Is he trying to convince you that he can't just step away from the stream for 30 seconds and put on a t-shirt?
Normally, I wouldn't even bring it up, but being that you're going to hear it and everything.
Normally, he does bring it up pretty much every Wednesday.
I might have to keep jumping.
Because they always bother him. Sometimes he would close the window and then yell at them for making too much noise. Because he's a badass like that.
Streams every day. I'm surprised you don't have.
I wanted to let you know ahead of time.
Shout out to the landscapers. Much love.
Of course, shout out to the landscapers. Actual people doing actual jobs and making an actual living. Of course, massive shout out. Respect them big style.
So, great streaming week this week, right? We got a lot done. We made good progress in Baldur's Gate 3, making it back into the main streams after it being away for a week for new releases. We played the Silent Hill, the short message mini game, and saw what that was all about. Had a couple fun.
Oh yeah, you know what I never did?
Where I focused in on the characters I had already been
downloaded
starting
the
to learn
Final
and
Fantasy
got better at it. And of course,
demo.
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, we actually made good progress too. And tonight I'm looking
Infinite vibes.
So this week was a good balance for sure. When it came to the stuff that I put out there, keep in mind we still had the regular React show on DSP versus the Internet, and we had a retro React stream on DSP Throwback of Dark Souls 1, of which the parts are still uploading daily. So, really good variety this week, and I really enjoyed it. Next week, we're going to have a fun marathon. Now, that's going to throw a monkey wrench into the schedule.
Relating to the contribution I got earlier, this was a snort that wasn't related to any kind of lies, I guess. It was just a snort.
It's going to be fine.
Just kind of a punctuation snort, because he uses snorts as punctuation.
That normally we would do. Like, for example, I'm probably going to do like...
And he uses drinking water as an end to a rant.
Unlock the NFL
so he had a heated up rant, he's drinking water, you know it's probably over.
During the Super Bowl marathon event, that'd be pretty neat. We'll see if we can get that to happen. So, really briefly, let's just recap what we did yesterday on streams, but then I want to talk about feedback.
Oh yeah, the feedback loop.
I got some really critical feedback regarding, number one, the future of me playing Tekken 8, and number two, the future of Retro Reacts over on the Throwback channel, and I want to discuss both of them openly with you so you guys kind of know what's coming up.
I want to openly skip the whole recap segment, because why the hell is this dude having a daily rap show where he recaps a stream when he does this shit the day
I'm
after.
surprised Phil isn't
Anyways,
playing. He genuinely has awful taste, so he'd
Yeah,
probably
Suicide
greatly
Squad?
enjoy that god-awful dumpster fire.
no, I don't think he would enjoy it because he has no friends to play with. Because that game is probably pretty entertaining with friends, or at least most looter shooters are very entertaining with friends.
And of course, to get more live feedback,
It's actually
if possible.
really fun.
And you would have to play it with a bot. So no, I think it is going to be miserable anyways.
Talked a lot about Tekken 8, and essentially that I had come to a crossroads. That with Tekken 8, although I'm pleased with the game, and I really like it, and I feel like I'm getting better at it every time I play it, definitely I'm not getting the audience that I
I'm
have for
so
Street Fighter
tired
6.
still.
When I played Street Fighter 6, man, people came out to watch it, especially those first few months. You know, great streams and great engagement and support, and people watched the videos and loved it and wanted more. They were craving more. Not so much with Tekken 8. From what I'm seeing, it's a much smaller audience.
There we go.
Even, I mean, the example I
Another
gave
one of those segments.
You know, I had played a whole stream with Paul Phoenix on Monday and got progressively better every, video.
So this, according to him, this is not complaining. It's just stating facts. Even though complaining is just dwelling on things that you don't like.
Yep.
After 24 hours, the videos didn't even have 300.
Which is this, by the way.
That means no one really cares. You know what I mean? Like,
wait. After 24 hours, he couldn't even break 300 views? What?
It's one thing if you're playing a
The Big
narrative.
Roach room is like an oven. Let that sink in.
Oh, so you're trying to tell me something. I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
Nazi and saying that because the Jews ran rampant across the universe, that they infected the whole universe with a necrovirus, and he wants to turn on the ovens and burn all the
I don't know, man. I'm struggling to figure out what you mean.
narrative-based game like an RPG, and you're at part 20 or 30, so most people aren't even up to that part yet, and you're getting less than a few hundred views on a video. There's a reason for it. When you're playing a hot new fighting game, in each video you're progressively getting better, and each match is competitive and interesting, and people aren't watching, you're like, what gives? And we talked about this yesterday. So basically after yesterday, I asked for feedback on Tekken 8. Okay?
And what happened?
What do you guys think is going on with this game? I want feedback on how to continue to play it, because
I'm really curious. I'm actually, for once, really curious about what kind of feedback he got. So let's find out. Or we're not gonna find out now. We're gonna find out after the schedule segment. I think that's what he's gonna do, because he wants to waste as much time as humanly possible, and that's how you do that.
There's gonna be two schools of thought here, and there's not that much I can do in regards to choosing one, because I have to. There's two different ways to approach Tekken 8 moving forward. Approach number one.
Did you see this snort plus emote? He emoted in real life as he was snorting.
Not that much I can
That's
do.
one of the funnest snorts that I've seen in a long time. Look at this. Try and pay attention.
In regards to choosing one, because I have to. There's two different ways to approach Tekken 8 moving forward.
Look at this. It was like a sound effect to the emote.
Approach number one.
That's how he would be if you put him in Fortnite. He would have this emote and then the sway emote.
Is to get better at the game and play as hard as I can and watch videos and try to study knowledge of the meta of the game, meaning character knowledge that I don't have right now. Try to learn how to block high-low mix-ups. Try to get to improve, but focusing only on a core series of characters. Because in a fighting game,
and somebody getting banned,
you need to focus on a core group of characters so that you can actually, learn their ins and outs of how they play. And this takes a lot of time and dedication. This is not, I played with the character twice, I've mastered them. No. You have to be focused on said character. Take a look at Street Fighter 6 and how long it took me to finally have it click. It took about 2 to 3 months for the game to click. So I learned all of the different various game mechanics. And once I learned the basic game mechanics, then applying those to each character, like Blanca, Honda, Lily, Dalsim, etc. And eventually then grinding with those characters to take them to master level. It took an incredible amount of time and effort, thousands of matches in some cases. So, with that being said, with Tekken, it would be the same. Taking like 3 or 4 characters, saying, this is who I want to play as. Focusing on them, learning their stuff, playing with them constantly, and kind of rotating between them until I can get them to a high level and playing the meta of the game. So that's one situation. If I do that, the gameplay level will continuously improve. You'll see higher level gameplay, tougher matches, me fighting better players and climbing the ranks. It'll be slow grind,
Will
but it'll
you
definitely be
play the
interesting to see how I do
Pigrouch
it.
game on stream whenever it releases?
Oh, sure.
Honestly looks hilarious.
Yeah, totally, of course.
Okay, now
I'm gonna buy that shit, even though I know it was it's gonna be free, but I would be willing to buy that if it was on like Steam early access. I would buy that.
The other side, or the other possibility, the other way to tackle the game, is to play it far more casually. What I mean by that is, instead of only focusing on, say, 3 characters, 4 characters, and getting better and learning the meta, instead saying, it's not that big of a deal. I don't need to get good at this game. I just want to play it casually and enjoy it.
This is what he's gonna do.
So what that would mean is, basically...
If you already don't know, if you can't tell, this is what he's gonna do.
You know, maybe every week, picking a different character.
Because the first option featured a bunch of reasons why he doesn't want to do it and why it doesn't work. And the second option seems very quick and easy and convenient. Very interesting. I wonder which one he's gonna pick.
I don't appreciate him playing Tekken 8 and him copying my flow by saying vibes. Nothing he does is a vibe. Imagine him vaping on stream, vibing with the stream if he actually knew how to communicate like myself.
I can't imagine him smoking anything. He's gonna die.
Wrong, it's a fighting game, dude. Where's my money, Jax? Asterisk emotes not.
Yeah, that's it.
Watching some basic tutorial videos.
It's a different series. Phil, you're not as interesting. Well, what about when I played fucking Street Fighter and then I got a lot of support? What about that? That's also a fighting game, you fucking dunce.
Trying to apply those basics to that character right away, jumping online and trying to do a couple sets.
Yep.
Week I would use Kuma ways. If you truly want to make quality gameplay, you have to get good at the game. All right? Having a casual level understanding of fighting game is not good enough to make quality gameplay, right? The thing is, and I know this from experience, that not everyone out there cares about quality gameplay.
Well, Phil is not exactly known for quality gameplay. You can have the shittiest gameplay known to mankind and make it entertaining.
Yep.
Well, not DSP.
Most
technically you should.
For high-level Tekken gameplay are not coming to DSP gaming. They're not going to
there we go.
Here.
They're not coming for any kind of high-level anything. That's why we're on level 1, remember?
Out there to go and see people do that kind of stuff, right? And
go get another cup of coffee.
Therefore, I feel like if I go for the higher level gameplay, I'm kind of isolating my audience, because how many people realistically want to see DSP get good with Paul or King or June or whomever? And keep coming.
What's he bitching about now?
You know, at that point, one of the top gamers on YouTube, and they really resented it. But again, that was because I was.
You were never a top gamer anywhere.
I was more focused on let's do over-the-top commentary on silly gameplay and have a good time with it, rather than, oh, let's play high level and teach people how to play the game. That was never my intention. You know, I was doing entire sets of Dayon Madness, the worst character or one of the worst characters of Street Fighter 4, and I was beating people with Dan and laughing at them and how bad they sucked because they lost to Dan online. That's the kind of content I used to put out, and that was what was prominent. All right? But that was like 13, 14 years ago. All right? Like, that was a long time ago. And that kind of content today is actually looked down upon by anyone into fighting games. Meaning, if you make content in a fighting game and you have commentary where you're like berating the other person or insulting the other person or saying ridiculous things, oh, that's not allowed anymore. Right? That's too taboo, too harsh. You're supposed to be ultra respectful now in the FGC. You're supposed to praise your opponents constantly, never say a negative thing about the game, only be
said that,
positive.
Phil?
And it's like, wait, what? Like, when I grew up in arcades, no lie, it was this actual, like, hazing atmosphere. As if you were in college and people were hazing you, or like in a locker room at a high school. That's really what it was like in the fighting game community in its early inceptive days.
Talking about?
Before the days of Street Fighter 4, esports, sponsorships, and everyone making bank playing fighting games. So I grew up in a whole different generation
playing fighting games.
Shit talk was common. No one would watch someone play a game and shit talk each other in a fighting game and then be offended at all. It never happened. Everyone was used to the shit talk. You had to be in line with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I go ahead and I play a fighting game, and God forbid that I make a joke or I say that someone sucks and is a button masher. It's like, oh, that was so insanely disrespectful. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't even know who the person is who I'm playing, right? I have no knowledge of who the people are on the other side of the internet playing these games. I'm not making insanely hurtful personal insults about them and their character and their real life shit. I'm just saying their gameplay sucks, right? There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Everyone's always going to say, if you lose to someone and you got sour grapes about it, you're going to say they're a scrub, right? It's just a common thing. And the fact that in the FGC this has become such a prominent thing now, oh God, you can't fucking make fun of others and stuff. It's like, what are you talking about, right? And of course, for me, I'm always under the microscope. God forbid that anyone else does it, it's fine. But if Darkside Phil does it, he shows up on the Scrub Quotes Twitter account, and all my detractors fucking redo it and get content out of it and stuff. And it's like, so stupid, right? It's so dumb. That's not the nature of how it used to be in that community. You know what I'm saying?
No, could you explain it?
So, the thing that is about this, if I continue to play Tekken 8 casually, instead of I don't care about getting good at the game or whatever, and I play a new character every week, that's all well and good, but is that really enough? Is that enough to keep me interested? Is that enough to keep you guys interested? Because eventually we're going to get bored of just playing it at a casual level and just messing around with new characters, and essentially that's exactly what happens every time that I play a fighting game. I'll play it for like a month or two, and then I get bored and I just don't play it anymore, right? Like, for example, with Tekken 7, I think I played 4 or 5 characters, and Lily was my best character. And I got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm now at the point, the only way I'm going to improve is to study this game, to actually put time and effort into learning the meta. How do I parry? How do I learn the absolute perfect timing to keep hitting people, to do giant combos and the like, to mix them up? How do I get around? I need to know all the matchup knowledge for all these characters. And I even said it to the audience. I said, I feel like I've now hit the wall where I need to now treat this more seriously to get better. But at that point, and you know, this was many years ago when Tekken 7 had just come out, people were like, nah, that's enough. I was like, okay. And that's when we moved on. And I literally never played Tekken 7 again because people said that they wanted other stuff. Now, we're a different point now. You know, we're years later, and I actually got really good at Street Fighter 6. And for an extended period of 7+ months, I feel like the content got better and better. My gameplay got better and better, right? And the only reason really that I dropped Street Fighter 6 is because the game's stagnant now. Like, really, it's hit a level where there's nothing changing in it. It plays the same. Everyone's playing the same online. It's just an endless grind. The only way I would get better at the game is to play it 5-6 hours a day like the pros do, and I'm not going to do that. So it makes sense to move on to another game, which is what we're doing with Tekken. But the way I see it is like, I'm kind of damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. If I drop the game entirely, people will be upset and be like, dude, you played it for 2 weeks. Why are you dropping it so early? If I play it and try to get better at it and try to reach a higher level of gameplay in it, which I very well could do, then I have to focus on 3 or 4 characters, and people are undoubtedly going to say, well, you always use the same characters. This is boring. If I try to learn every character on a casual level, I'm never going to get good at the game, and undoubtedly people are going to say, man, every time you play, you're only fighting scrubs, and you're not really getting any better, and this is boring, right? The way that I can make it spicy is to have the kind of commentary that I'm known for, but people find it inflammatory. People find it insulting. People find it uncouth of someone trying to make content on the internet to talk shit now. So it's kind of like, so what do you do? Right? It's like, no matter what content I do, everyone has an excuse for why it's no good. The high-level stuff is too boring and samey and grindy. The casual play, you never get good, and it gets repetitive and boring because you're only playing scrubs. oh, well, if you talk shit during your commentary, that's entertaining, but also insulting and you're a horrible human. So it's like, all right, so what am I supposed to make then? You know what I mean? Like, it's funny because I've read
You're
the
not
feedback.
supposed to be on
in the
the
last
internet,
24 hours,
Phil.
a bunch of people
That's
left
the
comments
point.
about this on my videos or reached out to me otherwise. And everyone's feedback is different. One person outright said the following. I'm not kidding. I'm paraphrasing, but this is outright what they said. The reason
No,
that
you
people come
can't
and
say
watch you
this
play
is
fighting games
outright what
because
they
want to
said,
see
and
you
then
get
say,
angry and
"Oh, this is
toxic.
a
They find it
I'm
entertaining."
paraphrasing.
That's what got you noticed for Street Fighter 4 a million years ago. That's why the FGC resented you so badly, because they couldn't get the views you were getting on the gameplay that they were putting out, and they thought, oh, our gameplay is way better than his, so why is he popular? People didn't understand that you were funny.
No, you're
like
you're not
right?
funny.
People like you when you're at your worst because it's funny to see you flip out
You're
with
not
rage.
fucking
So
funny,
if you do that
dude.
kind
What
of
the
stuff all
fuck
the
are
time,
you
more people will
talking
show up and
about?
watch it. Like, yeah, but every time I do it, people complain that I'm toxic and I'm a jerk, and it's like,
why am I toxic?
I don't.
Because
Here's
you're a
the thing.
horrible person.
For me,
yes.
There's gotta be a balance. When I make content, there has to be a balance, and the balance has to be the following: I am enjoying what I'm doing. I want to keep doing it.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
You
and
enjoy
I
what I'm
keep
doing and want me to keep doing it.
You enjoy what I
And
do,
of course,
right?
the other thing
Right?
is people actually show up to watch the content, engage with it, and support it. Those are the three factors. I like what I'm doing, you like what I'm doing, and it can be supported so I can make money and have a business out of it. Okay? Those are the three key factors to success here with my gameplay.
I can have
and
a business.
Other people
out
may
of
be
it.
different, but that's the keys
Fuck
to success
out of
for
here,
me.
Phil.
All right? Now,
Fuck you.
very much, there is some of the time when that's not always true. Sometimes I'll be playing a game I hate, but you guys outright love watching me play it, and I will tough my way through it regardless, even if I don't like it. I mean, perfect example of that, Wolong Fallen Bullshit last year, whatever it was called. I did not like that game. I felt that game was a bad knockoff of a bunch of others, bad execution, bad controls, bad graphics. Everything was fucked up about it. I didn't enjoy it, but I toughed through it because you guys wanted to see it, so there you go. Now, there's other cases where I like a game, but you guys don't like it that much, but because I'm enjoying it so much, I'll still go through with it. I call these kind of like pet projects or kind of the love letter games. Like if I'm playing Chrono Trigger, I realize that my mainstream audience doesn't love that. But I want to play it because it's a game that's near and dear to my heart from my childhood. I want to make that playthrough so those who do care about me as a person can
Nobody
eventually
cares
watch it and
about
see
you
how
as
much
a
it meant to
fucking
me and
person,
why,
Phil.
right?
Nobody.
It'll never go popular. It'll never get giant views,
people
but at least
are
it's cool that I got to
people
play
that are
out
watching
of that last
this-
year. You know what I'm saying?
Am I meaningful to you?
Sometimes you can make those exceptions.
No.
Sometimes you have to make that exception to
No.
put out content
Absolutely
that's either
not.
meaningful to you or your audience or both. And it goes hand in hand that, if you make that kind of content that's not always agreed upon on both sides, you got to balance it with stuff that people agree upon. So that way I can keep operating a successful business, right?
You don't have a successful business, period, bro. You went bankrupt. You struggle to
question
put
is,
food
again,
on the
what to
fucking
do with
table.
Tekken?
What the hell are you
Because people seem to
talking
be all over the
about?
place with this. Some people want to see me get better at the game. They say, all right, you
You
know what?
can't
Pick
even
3, 4
buy
characters,
groceries and a
focus on them,
video
rotate
game at the
between,
same
get better,
fucking time.
learn balance
What?
changes to the game. There was just a balance patch last night. They rebalanced Tekken 8. They made it so that June isn't as overpowered in the corner as she used to be. They made it so that she can't do the palm strike in a combo in the corner, which is good because it was so ridiculous how much she could do to you in the corner. They made it so Devil Jin's kicks aren't as good because they used to have insane range across the screen leading to a combo from almost anywhere, and they made it so now it's not as good. They made it so a lot of moves can be blocked and punished, which couldn't be before. Dragunov. I was saying, Dragunov seems way too strong because he's got these giant sweeping launchers that all then immediately lead to combos and are safe. So I guess they nerfed Dragunov. They made it so he can't just keep doing that, that you can punish a lot of those, right? So I got to learn these changes, right? I do. This patch came out. I have to learn these changes if I want to get better at the game. I have to know now what's happened to these characters so I can take advantage of that knowledge, right? So, I'm having a good time with the game. I'm liking getting better. I had a good amount of fun yesterday or 2 days ago playing with Paul. That was fun because I was like, wow, I didn't use him since launch. A week and a half later, I jump in and I'm actually doing really good. I got combos. I'm learning strategies. I'm dominating in a lot of these matches, and the way I see it if I keep playing at a higher level, I will enjoy it to some extent. Now, will I hit the wall like I did with Street Fighter 6? I might. I might get to a point where this is the meta, and in order to get better, the only way I'm going to get better is to easily either find the optimal way to play the game online, which I don't think anyone even knows in Tekken right now. Like, a lot of people bought the game on PC and immediately found out the PC version isn't better. Like, with Street Fighter 6, the PC version is better. Everyone found ways to tweak
it isn't.
So they have better input lag and shit. People who bought Tekken
No,
on PC are like, oh,
that's a complete
so really
lie.
It wasn't better. It's not. It's supposedly like an equal playing field right now, which is actually a good thing for the launch of a game like this. So, yeah, like, right now, it's a great time to play the game hardcore and get better at it. But I very well could hit the wall like I did at Street Fighter 6 and be like, well, the only way I'm going to get better now is to play this 5 hours a day. 5 hours a day. That's never going to happen, you know? At most, I'm playing it, what, twice a week? So, you get to that point. Now, if I play it casually, that's cool, but understand I'm just not going to get better at it. I'll mess around and learn basic strategies with a few characters, but I'm probably never going to get to the point where I'm actually playing the game at any kind of a high level. It's just me messing around and always playing low-level people, you know, which I'm okay with, but probably it'll get boring within a few weeks and I'll drop it in a month or so, right? Like, that's what's destined to happen if you play a game like that. So, we need a decision. And right now, I'm kind of like on the fence about it. I really don't know what to do. So what I think I'm going to do for Friday Night Fights this week, I want to go back to King. I haven't used him now in a bit. And I'm going to study. I'm going to look at some matchup knowledge. I'm going to look at people doing videos about, like, what I need to know what to do to punish with King. When someone does an unsafe move, how do I punish it after the fact? And does he have any good high-low mix-up? Because I think he does, but I'm not aware of it. Like, I need to figure this stuff out. Once I figure that stuff out, because I know basic juggles. I know some of his good command throws. But I need to implement better strategy with King. Okay? So I think I want to focus on that for at least Friday. For Friday Night Fights, it'll be like King on Friday Night Fights and see how it goes. But outside of that, I'm actually not sure what I want to do next in the game. Do I want to stick with Paul, King, June? Do I want to take on a new character? I have to think about it. And again, I want your feedback on this. So we'll see. All right? We'll see. And please continue to give me feedback because I need it. But yeah, I am kind of at a part where I need to make an important decision. And I'm not sure what the right choice is. I feel like no matter what choice I make, some people won't be happy. Right? Okay, so that's what happened yesterday, anyway, on the podcast. Then we did Baldur's Gate 3, and Baldur's Gate 3 went really well. We're in Act 2, and we did a full exploration of the northeastern part of the Act 2 map. We finally got to Last Light, and that's where we are, where we're going to be picking it up today. I've heard that there's a bunch of questing and stuff going on at Last Light that's important, and then we're going to probably do quests in the open world for the Last Light people, and then we're going to go to the morgue. That's next, which apparently leads into the end game of Act 2 once you go to the morgue. Not the morgue, the mortuary, excuse me. The mortuary is what I meant to say. Last night, we played Pal World. Had a great time with it. Every time we play Pal World, it's a relaxing, fun time. Last night, notably, we took on the first boss again and beat it this time. I was happy to conquer the first boss this time because the first time I fought the first boss, it kicked my butt, but this time I went in there ready. I had a better crossbow that did way more damage. I brought the correct pals with me that were leveled up and they were dealing massive damage to it. So we did it. We took it on and beat it. In addition, we explored a ton of the map and got a lot of upgrades and things. So it went really, really well. I had a good time with it and I'm very excited to play more once a week when we play it, you know? So please give it a look. Thanks to those who attend the Pal World streams. It went good, okay? Today, more Baldur's Gate 3 as we continue on again in Last Light and then further into Act 2. Tonight on the late stream, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and this is an important stream. We're in Chapter 4. We're in the Barracuda's base in the District 9 area of the game, and we're going to just basically go through all of that tonight. From what I'm going to understand tonight, we should get through the entire part of Chapter 4 and finish it. It'll lead us into Chapter 5 when the game really starts to open up, because in Chapter 5 is when you get the job system, where now you can switch your characters between different jobs and they change their abilities and their appearance. This is really when the combat gets great, and also when I can start playing as the NFL player, which I'm actually excited to try out because I got that as part of the deluxe version of the game. So, tonight, really awesome night in Like a Dragon. I hope you'll come by 6:45 p.m. Pacific time and enjoy the story with me. I'm off from streaming tomorrow. I won't be around.
Oh my gosh.
I know I have to run a lot more errands tomorrow than I did last week. Last week was like a super short week where I ran off for like an hour, came home, and had a lot of time with my wife. Sadly, this week, I got a lot of stuff I got to do. I got to go to the pet store. I got to go to the liquor store to see what liquor I can get for the marathon on Saturday. Still got to do grocery shopping and the like. So a lot more to do. But I'm going to try to spend some time, obviously, with my wife. Maybe some more Tekken 8. We'll see. And it should be a good day. Then, on Friday, more Baldur's Gate 3. And I'm curious,
Oh my God,
for those
he's
who've
so
played this
boring,
game,
he's putting
do you
me
know
to
how
sleep,
close
bro.
I am to the end of Act 2? Because we got Last Light today, and then whatever that leads us to. We've got the mortuary, right?
Bro, oh my
Outside
God,
of that,
he's
I don't
so
know what else is left in Act 2. People were saying if you do the
boring.
mortuary after that is like the end.
Oh, fucking boring. Alright, guys. I'll be on in a little bit later today. Have a good one. I don't want to be around all day. Thanks for coming out and playing some stupid games, talking some stupid shit. Have a good one, guys.